pretty tall. You might also like paranoid and aroused. Corn, down bad, Taylor Swift. The alchemy, Taylor Swift. Give me a reason, cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Where do I run? Where do I hide? Give me a reason to end my life. Where do I run? Where do I hide? Give me a reason to get out alive. Give me a reason, cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Give me a reason, cause I got nothing to gain. So what are we doing now? Feeling complacent, I cannot be contained. I'm so lost and lonely now. Give me a reason. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave us kids alone. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Wrong, do it again. Wrong, do it again. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. Wrong, do it again. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? Wrong, do it again. You, yes, you behind the bike shed, stand still, laddie. If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You, yes, you behind the bike shed, stand still, laddie.
Hello, eating sound. Who don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You, yes, you behind the bike shed. Stand still, laddie.
If you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Oh, yes, you behind the bike sheds. Stand still, laddie.
So you see I've gotten this far. Please give me some place to rage. I'm not trying to go there, so take me away. Life sometimes pisses me off. It's never a good trip for me. Every time I reach for love, it's taken away. Night, so I play. Give me a sign, this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die, is that what I want? There's nothing wrong wanting to be loved. Is there something wrong with me? For once in my life, I'd like to be really set free. Let me be me. Night, so I play. Give me a sign, this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die, is that what I want? Hey, take me away. Take it away. Take me away. Take it away. Night, so I play. Give me a sign, this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die, is that what I want? Night, so I play. Give me a sign, this is day. Give me some patience, so I pray. It's time to die, is that what I want? Take me away. Take me away.
Take me away.
Take me away. Take it away. I see a red door and I wanna looking for this man to sell him to other men. Sell him to other men.
This is Console Wars the card game. Featuring more famous video games than you can shake a stick at, Console Wars finally allows you to win a war you've been fighting and probably losing on the internet your entire life. Quit being a keyboard warrior with the warm embrace of anonymity to protect you. Now you and your friends can fight on the front lines, battling for incredible franchises, exclusivity, and eventual victory. Collect some of the most famous video game franchises of all time. Protect them with loyal and frighteningly dedicated fans. Brave the volatile video game industry and claim the ultimate victory in the console wars. Your favorite video game making mega corporation needs you. Enlist today. Head to consolewarsgame.com. Pick up a copy of Console Wars the card game, outshine your rivals, and prove that your platform reigns supreme. Out now. This is XboxEra. We're an independent, community-funded publication focused on providing the best coverage and discussion of your favourite platform, Xbox. With best-in-class forums, a kick-ass Discord server, and awesome merch, XboxEra.com is your destination for the best news, reviews, and features focused on what you care about. With shows like the Xbox Era podcast, headlines, and a whole heap of Patreon-exclusive content, we're proud to be an independent publication completely funded by you. If you value having an outlet truly focused on your preferred place to play, you can become one of the cool kids by supporting us directly via Patreon. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra. You get cool swag and awesome perks, and we get to keep doing what we do. Become a part of the best Xbox community on the internet and help us grow even larger. Thank you for your support. Everything Xbox Era does is only made possible by the growing army of incredible Patreon supporters. Our MVPs and executive producers are all incredible people, but even more so are our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. All of this under the watchful eye of our lovely and benevolent CEO, Torn Raptor. If you want to become part of one of the best communities on the internet, head to patreon.com/XboxEra, where your patronage can help keep us alive for another month. Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 286 of the Xbox Era podcast. We're here to discuss the latest in gaming from across the industry, but overall, we're focused on your favourite platform, Xbox. Xbox Era is a fiercely independent and community-driven publication, and it's always made possible by you lovely lot. So big thank you to our patrons, shout outs to our MVPs, our executive producers, but especially our grand benefactors, Croat56, Assassin, and Kevin S. And of course, our wonderful CEO who made Jesse eat lots of disgusting beans, Torn Raptor. Today, as per usual, I am joined by the one and only, the magnificent, the incredibly handsome, the somewhat full of himself, Special Nick.
What's going on?
And of course, the slightly more humble and less full of himself, but still equally as lovely, reviews editor Jesse Nice.
Oh, everyone's being so nice. Thank you for all the cheering and all that. Oh,
it's nice. It's nice. It's nice. It's happened. It's happened, isn't it? There's a lot to talk about this week. Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff. Not only has it been a week of, frankly, an insane release cadence from the old, or a couple of weeks of the insane release cadence from the old Microsoft. There's lots of world firsts. Things that they said would never happen have happened. Or happening.
Technically, there were those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now? Technically, Phil's been trying to ease us in for a bit.
It's fun. It's fun. It'll be
I'll
fun
be right
time.
back. The dog has the best timing of all time. She really needs to go out.
That's all right. It's okay. We'll carry things because
there are
as
other
always,
people in the house.
What, here?
No, there.
No, I think he said that Amanda and the fam are out at a concert. So Jesse's got the place to himself this evening, in charge of the dogs. But as always, before we dive into all of the news and the stuff and the things to discuss this week, we actually do like to spend at least some of our time talking about some fantastic video games that we've been playing.
Yeah, I know, but usually like Jesse would be there to like
I'm
cue all that
in.
stuff in, and I would prefer until Jesse gets back to be like, "Hey, chat, how is everyone going?"
Hello.
Hi, everyone. I see everyone in the chat here. I see
Oh,
Jason
good
is in the chat. Jason and I were up till, I mean, this is partially what have we been playing, but not really because it's just a small thing. Jason and I were up till like just after midnight, beating Gears Reloaded on Insane.
Oh, I saw you were playing that. Did you play it in the handheld compatible mode?
No, on Xbox.
Oh, okay.
On my new couch. On my new couch. See how now there's like a couch in the background? I've been meaning to get a couch for like the longest time because since we moved into this new/old study and redid this study, I've been sitting on this stupid chair to play games like this. Like that's how I play my games. So of course that's been destroying my back for the last 6 months that I've been here. So I finally bit the bullet and bought a couch. It's got cup holders, it's got massage setting, it's got heat setting, it's got all these cool things. Recliner chair. Yes, so that is now where I play my games, and my TV is now like well off the wall and aimed at that couch. So last night, had my coffee there, lying back in the recliner chair, playing Gears Reloaded till like 12:30 at night.
It's like you're a teenager again.
Yeah, beat it. Got the achievement for beating Ram without going down once.
Nice.
We had to repeat that section and restart it multiple times.
Even though you're on easy?
No, we were on Insane.
Wow, look at you.
Because I kept going down, so we had to keep restarting. But yes.
Nick beating it and going down all the time, nothing new.
Yeah, but now that Jesse's back, we can talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah, we can.
This might be like 3 hours long.
Yeah, there's been a lot of games.
Yeah. Even I've been playing games.
Yeah. And it is good to see the chat. I know that this is there's some high emotions out there, you know,
There is.
as discussed already on social media.
The Xbox 360 was my favourite platform once upon a time.
Fuck! It's going to show up on stream in a second, most likely.
Oh, someone's just donated some money
There
to
it
make
is.
Jesse eat a really gross bean.
Yep, thank you, Spartan
It's great fun.
K451. We're well over $200 now. We're $300? I haven't even friggin' done... There's like $2,000 worth of games on the day of the stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen the list of
Very quickly.
games that Jesse is putting towards the extra live stream on November 7th. People will probably want to choose in. We're not giving any of them to Nick. They're all for you.
Fuck me again. It's peach or barf. So,
So the bean is either peach flavor or vomit flavor. Delicious.
Literally best or worst.
Like, oh.
so orange with peach with speckles. Speckles of
I think
barf
it should
in
just
it.
be a permanent thing that happens to Jesse.
I hope it's peach. It's barf, isn't it?
I'm 2 for 8, baby. It's peach.
Ah!
This is the second time out of 9 beans. I'm 2 and 7. 2 good, 7 bad.
Oh,
Thank you, Spartan.
Peach, nice. And peach would be so nice too.
The last,
I love
the last
peaches
one I
are
got
my
was
favorite
barf.
fruit.
It was the acid you feel when you burp. It was just that
Yeah.
for a day.
It's not the one. It's not the one.
Clingstone peaches are my favorite fruit.
The good tasting ones are amazing Jelly Belly beans.
Amazing.
They're so good, but the bad ones are the worst garbage.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, $325 all from beans. Not
Wow.
bad.
That's
Clingstone
amazing.
peaches and lychees. Lychees are so... Have you ever had lychees before?
Lychee, yeah.
Oh, how fucking good is lychee? Oh, so
things
nice.
that 40-year-old men get hype about. How fucking
mate.
good is lychee?
How fucking great is lychee? You get inside that fucking spiky shell that looks like a fucking green shell
man.
from Mario Kart, and you just fucking get into it.
Before we do
But
talk
anyway.
about all the video games we've been playing, and there is a lot, I just wanted to say, like Nick, a big hello to the chat. Big thank you to everyone that sent some very kind messages and like wishing me luck for this move. I am now fully in. This is a little close, but it is nice to have the TV
Yeah,
on
I
the
like
wall.
it.
And
I actually prefer this background to the old one.
Yeah, I even took the time today to
know.
animate a little live background. So you
I
can't
know.
really see it because of the bloom, but there's like
No, I
fog
can see that.
and some leaves falling. It's
Fuck,
nice, some
yeah,
nice
yeah.
key art there. It looks like Jesse's got another bean to eat. And obviously, yes, just to, who said this? Noctis88. That isn't a plasma rifle, my friend. That is the Needler.
Needler.
Spartan P451 again says, "Boo Peach." You're the squad.
Oh,
All
okay.
that background needs now is a little more LED love.
Yeah, I thought about putting some on the back of the telly, you know.
Either the
Oh,
back of the
yes.
telly behind the Needler, do pink behind the Needler.
Berry blue or toothpaste. They're both fine. Berry
Oh, that's
blue-
okay. They're
Yeah.
both good.
Toothpaste is fine. It's mint. That's all right.
Yeah, toothpaste is fine.
Foamy mint. That's okay.
I have High Smile
It's a
toothpaste,
weird
which comes in
toothpaste. It's
different
not a-
flavors.
It's not a good toothpaste, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's better
ruin,
than fucking barf.
It doesn't ruin your day like this. This one,
Yeah.
burnt rubber. I just
Yeah, burnt
tasted.
rubber.
It literally smelled like burnt rubber in my mouth for 2 days.
Yeah.
All right.
It's toothpaste.
Delicious berry blue.
Okay.
3 for 10.
Nice.
Nah. See, it's like toothpaste can be fine. Like I have High Smile toothpaste, and they've got a lot of collabs, licensed collabs, and they've got a Simpsons toothpaste which I bought, and the flavor is purple squishy,
Oh, nice.
and it's not bad. I mean, the initial hit in your mouth is a little bit medicine-y, but then it's like quite nice.
For anyone wondering,
Sorts itself up.
I put the link in chat. $35 is for the beans. That'll be up through that entire box. There's like 100 beans or something, which would be crazy to get all those. But it is for Extra Life 2025. All money goes, every penny goes to the Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital of Clearwater, Florida, which helped save my niece's life when she was born way too early. So you can go to the link that was in chat if you want to donate. And on November 7th is the full charity stream, 12 hours long, tons of giveaways, lots of incentives. Baby Dragon, have a tasty treat.
See, this happened to headlines the other day. It's like
Man,
we didn't actually get to talk
when are we
about
going to
the-
get the show going?
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
this is what happens. People
Yeah,
just
Nick
throw money
hates
at Jesse
charity.
to make him suffer. Nick
I don't
hates the
hate
kids.
charity.
I'm doing
but
these quick, by the way. I'm not dragging it out.
Like, while we're doing that, Amargonaut in the chat says, that Needler, is it the replica, the expensive as fuck one, not the Lego one? It is the prize I won for second place in a Forge competition to make a map based on the Ghost in the Shell movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Juicy Pear or Booger?
That's what it is.
Oh,
But
that's
yes,
not
it
too
animates
bad.
and everything. Booger, I love a good booger. Who doesn't, right?
I was about
Right,
to say,
kids?
I eat my boogers. They're fine. Not the worst thing you could eat.
Nice gooey one with a crunchy bit at the end. Lovely. Mm.
Little bit of salsa on it. A little bit of salsa.
Oh, is it booger
It's
flavored?
booger. It's booger.
Does it taste like
weird.
Does it taste like Nick's boogers?
I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. It just tastes horrible.
Someone's never eaten a booger then.
Nick.
Whoever made that flavor at the Bean Factory didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Cheers for the $100 to charity. Nick, what have you been playing?
You'd be surprised at some of the stuff I'll eat. What have I been playing? I have been playing surprisingly a lot. So what I'll do is I'll start with the two things that I know you two haven't been playing, and then when I get to the third thing that I know you two have,
It can be a
then
communal
it
discussion.
flows on. It flows on. So the first thing I played, in the interest of, hey, ROGLIX, thought, what does the ROGLIX have exclusively that the consoles do not? And I'm like, wait,
Windows.
there's a Marvel Cosmic Invasion demo on Steam.
Oh, for Next Fest?
I can't get that on Xbox, so I was like, I'm very excited about Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I will download that demo and I shall partake in its activities. So I did.
I read your tweet about this.
Oh man, like so this is from the developer of Shredder's Revenge, Tribute Games.
Yeah.
So my assumption was that Marvel Cosmic Invasion would just be Shredder's Revenge with Marvel sprites.
Ugh.
Because
Makes
logically,
sense. Yep.
logically, that is what you would do as the developer of one of the greatest scrolling beat 'em ups ever made. You would just take that game, change the sprites. No, they have not done that.
Oh.
They have tried to somewhat reinvent the wheel and make it its own thing. And I'm like, why? You have a winning formula. It's perfect. Why would you change it?
I mean, I'm looking at the gameplay that Jesse's streaming right now, and it looks like what I would expect. Like what's
I understand,
wrong
but
here?
with these games, look doesn't always translate to feel.
Yeah,
so
sure.
when I looked, I was like, oh my god, yes, it's Shredder's Revenge with different characters. It's not. So there's so many problems with this. So the first thing I noticed almost immediately was not that the hit detection is fine, but there's no impact to your hits. You don't feel anything. And I don't know if that's because I was playing it on the ROG. I don't know if it's just because it's the demo. I don't know what it is, but I didn't feel like I was actually hitting anyone. Like if you play I don't know if you've played Shredder's Revenge or not, but if you've played Shredder's Revenge, if you've played any top tier scrolling beat 'em up, you will know what it feels like when your hits land and you feel like you are hitting someone.
Shredder's Revenge is the 6-player one that's been on Game Pass for a while.
Is it 6 players?
I believe so. It's got the 4 turtles, and you can play as April and Splinter as well.
Casey, you
And
can
Casey
play as a whole
Jones.
bunch of them.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like you are hitting, whether that be through frames, whether that be through sound, whether that be through whatever it is, vibration in the controller, whatever methods you have at your disposal to make the player feel contact with the enemy, it's not there in this. And I'm like, that's odd, because TMNT, you fucking feel it. When you hit those foot soldiers, you know you're beating those fuckers up. I'm like, that's so odd. And then as I'm playing, I'm trying to walk into these characters to grab them so I can like throw them or hit them or whatever. Can't grab them. There's no grabbing. I'm like, It's in Shredder's Revenge. It's in almost every scrolling beat 'em up in existence. Why can't I walk up to these enemies and grab them? Wolverine has an attack. His special attack jumps on someone and grabs them, but that's it. And I'm like, why have they done this?
Weird.
And then as I'm playing, I'm realizing I'm constantly getting hit. I usually dominate these games, and I'm getting hit a lot. I'm like, what are these enemies? Like, you start this demo with a couple of really basic ground enemies. I'm like, here we go. Yep, ease me in, do the thing, blah, blah. Within 2 seconds, every new enemy coming into this demo has projectiles, and they're constantly shooting at you from a distance while you're attacking these other enemies. I'm like, the balance of this is all out of whack. Like, what's going on? Why am I getting hit so much in this demo? Why is every enemy a projectile enemy? There's not supposed to be this many projectile enemies in these games. Like, what is happening? And then all of a sudden, on top of all these,
I've got to say, I'm loving the passion from you here right now, Nick.
Oh my god,
it's kind of cute.
This is why I am the go-to scrolling beat 'em up reviewer, because I know my shit when it comes to these games. So there's all these projectile enemies, and then all of a sudden they introduce flying projectile enemies to go on top of the projectile enemies, and like there's no more ground enemies anymore. They're all just I'm like, what the fuck have they done with this game? Like, what is this? I was befuddled that this was from the same studio that made Shredder's Revenge. And this game comes out in just over a month, and I hope it's a very different experience to
It's interesting.
that demo.
You're the only person I've ever heard be negative about this, and I've heard a lot of people talk about this game.
It means they haven't played it.
No,
Or
they have.
they don't know
They
what the fuck
literally
they're
played it
talking
at
about.
Summer Games Fest or have played the demo and stuff. Like, Maybe it's just a different type of beat 'em up than you like. It is out December 1st, for anyone wondering. The last 2 of the 15 characters are Phoenix and the Invincible Iron Man.
Iron Man. Oh, I'm so excited that they announced Iron Man. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, so you're jumping between... You choose 2 characters, right? And you can jump back and forth between them. And I think the game is built
it's
around...
like Marvel vs. Capcom. You can tag.
Yeah, the game is built around having one flying and maybe one ground character and jumping between them, too, depending on who you're fighting. So
and I did. I was Wolverine and Spider-Man. But like, I don't know. There's a lot of fundamental problems with this game. Again, I'm basing this purely on the demo, but there is a lot of fundamental problems with this game that I hope aren't in the final version and I hope are fixed. Now, remember, if you go back and read my Power Rangers review, every critique I had of Power Rangers was addressed right by the developers. Every single one was addressed by the developers to improve Power Rangers. I know what I'm talking about when it comes... Like I said, I don't know much, but when it comes to scrolling beat-em-ups, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this game has all kinds of problems. I don't care what others have said. Because if they're all glowing about it, it means they're not big scrolling beat-em-up people. Or, I don't know, maybe they haven't played it. Maybe, I don't know. But no one has been shilling for this game. No one's been more excited for this game than me. So I've got no reason to shit on it for no reason. This game has serious problems based on this demo. What else have I been playing? I noticed Amargonaut. I did play Absalom, but I only played it for like 2 minutes. Like
I got him a code.
Like I barely touched it enough to have a proper judgment on it, so I don't want to talk about Absalom until I put more time into it.
Arthur One in the chat says every demo review I've seen is positive. This sounds like a you issue, Nick.
Nah, mate. If it was any other genre, I would agree with you. This genre, no. It is not a me thing. It is the game. And I played TMNT Shredder's Revenge immediately after it to make sure it wasn't my imagination. Just to make sure it wasn't my imagination, I played Shredder's Revenge straight after it. Nope. Cosmic Invasion has problems. The people who are saying good things might just not be aficionados like I am. That's all. Now, something else I played. Why did I play it? I don't know.
Because you're all about family.
I got the code off Jesse, and I'm like, I like arcade races. Let's give this a go. So I was sitting there waiting for Jason to play Gears of War, and I decided to play Fast and Furious Arcade Edition. Why? I don't know. I just thought I'll play it. Because I grew up playing racing games in the arcade, and this is from Game Mill, who does a lot of those.
They live up to their name.
One of the remaining arcade
modern day
developers.
Acclaim.
Oh, okay. Now I know where we stand.
And they made a Fast and the Furious arcade game, and it's very much the arcade game ported straight to consoles. And man, like it's silly. It's a silly, dumb arcade game, but it wasn't bad. Like, it's fun for what it is. If you take it, if you let it wash over you and you take it for what it is, it's a fun, dumb game.
It really doesn't have a lot of content, though, right?
No, none. It's the arcade game. It's got the handling. For those of you wondering about the handling is quite reminiscent of Daytona USA on Dreamcast. So remember Daytona USA 2001, that modernized version? The handling is kind of reminiscent of that in how twitchy it is, but it's a lot... Your car becomes looser. So even though the steering is like instant response a la Daytona, the actual car itself gets quite violent when you do turn. So it's not
jiggly bikini ladies that pop up with their...
It's not very grippy. I didn't see that.
It really does have a jiggly bikini lady.
No, that's not in the game. That's not in the game. Jesse is showing the actual arcade footage. This isn't the console port footage. that the bikini, none of this is in the game. All of this that you're seeing right now is the actual arcade version. The console version looks different to that.
Oh, okay. It's
But
worth
it
saying that
is-
Fairy Empire reviewed this one on XboxEra.com. I put a link in the chat.
He did.
He said fast and fun racing with old school arcade vibes, recreates many iconic memories, but then he's also put cons, extremely janky, insanely limited amount of content, nothing new compared to the arcade cabinet, and very expensive.
Oh, I don't know the price, but that's why I said it's dumb fun. It's silly. Like if
$30,
really
25 quid.
just for an arcade port, for a
Yeah.
straight arcade port. Wow, that's surprisingly expensive. But take the price out of it for a sec. Just as a game in and of itself, it is dumb fun. Like I found myself just continuing to the next race and wanting to come first. And it's filled with all the usual rubber banding bullshit and whatever. But I don't know, there's something not charming. Charming is not the right word. There's something
Quaint.
let's call it endearing.
Okay.
Maybe something endearing about it.
a good
It's
word.
not a terrible game. It's not a terrible game. I actually didn't mind it. Got quite a few achievements, and I might go for the 1,000.
You just wouldn't have
for the
paid
sake of
for
it.
it.
No, I most certainly would not have. I would not have. But when the inevitable sale comes along and you see it for like $3, maybe give it a go. It's not that bad. It's not the worst $3 you could spend. But yes, I've been playing Fast and Furious Arcade Edition. The other thing that I know we've all been playing and we can finally talk about.
Even though you want to talk about it
Properly.
3 weeks ago.
I wanted to talk about it many weeks ago because I've been playing it for many weeks. Is Ninja Gaiden 4. Oh boy. What a game.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't deny it. It's pretty good. I've not played as much as I wanted to because I was moving, but I have played. I'm probably like a third, maybe halfway through, something like that. And I'm really enjoying what I'm playing here. Like this is a tight feeling.
And it is a
Ninja Gaiden
platinum game. It's not a Team Ninja game,
Yes.
but I like platinum games, so I was fine with that.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's not as... I mean, I am playing it on the easiest difficulty. So I know that it's probably not as hard as it could be.
Yeah.
But I'm still loving what's there. If I was going to nitpick, I'm overwhelmed with combinations and moves. I would have liked it to be a little more streamlined.
I get that early,
in terms of...
but it's always the same inputs. So even though it can feel overwhelming, it's always full circle X, full circle Y, hold left bumper, press, left trigger, press left bumper forward. Like it's all the weapons have the exact same button inputs, even if they are different combos. That's across
I know.
Yakumo and Ryu.
I haven't got to Ryu yet. So it's funny. I started watching... I wanted something on in the background the other day. So I had Maximilian. He was streaming himself playing Ninja Gaiden, and we're basically up to the same level as each other. So I watched him get to this boss. So there's a side mission where you got to kill this food. What's his name? He's the food someone or other. He's a food guy. He's one of the missions within a level. I can't remember what his name is.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And Maximilian was struggling with this dude hard. He's not even a boss. He's just a regular side mission dude. And Maximilian was struggling hard. I'm like, oh god, if Maximilian's struggling, I'm fucked.
Not
And
easy,
then as I'm watching, Max discovered a cheese to get him, which is where you hold down Y and build up and then just fucking unleash. So if you do that, so if you jump in the air and then press Y as soon as you land, because that speeds up the special generation, and then you attack him. Jump back, build it up, get him. Jump back, build it up, get him. And it's just a way to cheese through it. And I was like, good. So
Because
now
he
when I
doesn't
get
have
to
a
this
lot of the
guy-
bosses have super armor, and you can't actually use that move on them unless they're staggered.
Yes, but this guy doesn't. So I got to him a few minutes later, and I was like, I already know how to beat this guy. So just holding
the
down
skills.
Y and just going through. I was like, yes, how good is this? But yeah, the game feels great. It looks good. I'm playing at 60 mode because 120 goes very low res.
Very fuzzy.
Very
fuzzy.
low res. So I'm playing it at 60, which is perfectly fine. One of the best title screens I've ever seen in my life. It's clean, it's simple, and Yakumo's look changes with whatever you've selected in the game. So I've got, because we've got the deluxe edition, you got that robotic armor that looks like the dude from Vanquish.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing that, then that's on the title screen next time you boot into the game and all that sort of stuff, which I find very, very cool. But yeah, I'm not super far through it. I think chapter 6, I want to say. I think. I'm in a forest. I'm in the forest.
You've just got to the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that's chapter 6 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving it.
I think
What you going for?
The thing that I've been playing predominantly on my handheld, and I
Where
think
it is
haven't tried it there yet.
performant.
Yeah, Jesse's hadn't turned up yet before he was doing his review, and initially, before the game was like imminent, I think I may have messed up my capture or something like that. I was like, this isn't doing as well as I would like. But then when I redid it, I was like, holy shit, I need to, Jesse, sorry, bro, I need to re-edit and recapture your entire review.
And I was like, I don't have it saved on the good part.
And
I don't
he
have it on my
deleted all the
SSDs.
footage.
It's all on my 5
was a bit
terabyte
of a-
externals where I could not do anything off of those.
So I had to grab the 4K file back out of YouTube and then go in and recut my pieces. But the great thing about it was that it was all improved across the board. So if you want to play on 17 watt performance mode, you can more or less hit like a nice 40. And because it's 120 hertz VRR screen, it feels great, even just at 40. If you want to get a lock 60 out of this, you can and go beyond that. You just got to adjust a few settings. The only downside about playing it on handheld is the UI choice of the developers in this one. Every iconography is a tiny little red symbol of the controller pad with like the letters, but they are so small. Like, and on that 7-inch screen, you're like, what button is that? Like, what?
Yeah, the
So,
one
like
thing I
that-
found
that
for this
main-
one, go to 900p and then super resolution back up to 1080p.
Yeah,
You
it's
get lock 60.
really, really solid.
What
Equally,
meme,
I've
Nick?
been-
I cut you
this
off.
one, that one,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one.
Ken Jeong.
But equally, I've been playing a lot on ultra wide on PC and on my console, and it just it feels good to play. I think that is the best thing about it. Like, and they keep trying to chuck as much variety as you can in a game about slicing people in half. You know, that very element becomes a little repetitive at times, but it's so stylish and it feels so good to dodge and get that whoa, slow
Yeah.
down.
If you do
And-
the
and
same
that-
combos
so good.
nonstop, it's gonna feel more repetitive. Like I
Yeah,
did
and-
find
and if
myself.
you
that's why I
having to
said it
do
felt-
new stuff.
That's why I said it felt overwhelming, because my OCD is compelling me to keep doing all the different stuff. And I'm like, my God, there's so much. I wish there was just a little bit less so I could focus a bit better, because I want to do all these new moves. But yeah, it's really, really good. I'm enjoying it.
I mean, Jesse, you reviewed this one. How are you? You know, you've completed it. You've completed it on reasonably difficult difficulties. Like, you loved it, right? Like, what are your
did.
general thoughts?
I really like Platinums, and I know it doesn't matter for Nick and less for you, but I think Ninja Gaiden's always had horrible stories, like just really dumb stories, poorly done.
Been
like
skipping the cutscenes.
Yeah, like this one's
Fair.
fine. Like it gets up to being fine. Platinum, it really plays to Platinum's strengths, which I worried about with how many notable people left the developer. But it still feels like Platinum. It's got amazing music, solid voice acting. The big booba lady, and I took the word booba out of the review because John just gets so weird about it. It's literally what she is. She's actually a deep
I haven't
character.
seen Ayana yet.
Oh, she's in like
Oh,
2
no.
scenes. You barely see her. Yeah,
okay.
she definitely feels like a DLC character. But Sayori, the priestess,
Big boober lady.
yeah, really good character, really well voiced. Like, and it's not the type of thing you'd think in a game like this where she ends up being pretty deep and having a lot to her backstory and stuff. Because The game
She's
is
deep,
primarily Yakumo, but then you do go and do some levels as Ryu, and you do a little jumping between them. Once you beat it, you can go back and do every level as either person. You can do the Yakumo levels as Ryu or the Ryu levels as Yakumo. And I'm going to keep saying Ryu and Ryu and drive myself crazy. It's probably the fastest game I can remember playing. Yakumo is one of the, like, Ryu is a bully, and when you play as him, you feel unbelievably
Godlike.
powerful. Like, he only needs the dragon sword. He only needs to just absolutely decimate everyone with his gleam attacks. Whereas Yakumo is super fast, has to avoid being hit more, especially if you're on the harder difficulties. But has the really cool blood techniques, which add a whole lot of depth to everything with him. There's a lot of the rail grinding stuff. Like, they try and mix up going from fights and traversing to the next area. They give you some stealth sections where you can clear a whole area just by assassinating people if you want. Like, the first time these ninjas are ever actually stealthy. And I have seen people say it's ugly, and how could it look like this? And oh my god,
Really?
And, yeah, no, but it's because it's people who are just used to Spider-Man and God of War and all the Unreal Engine 5 shit and huge budgets, and it's like, no, that's what Platinum's really good with, is they don't have a ton of money, and they have their own engine, but their engine really focuses on performance. And the character models. Like, the environment is a square box every time, and you're going down square corridors. Like, they're fine with that, because it's a video game and gameplay first and foremost. But I think actually for them, like, a lot of the details and character work and materials on characters looks really good.
The forest level is gorgeous, like with all the rain and a lot of the tree stuff. I think it's
you go through a whole
great.
goddamn mountain that's falling apart with wind blowing everything around, and the scale and scope on shit gets insanely epic, especially as you go through and get to the final boss and through all the different stages of everything. Like, it's just really fun. It's a really fun video game, but it's the type of game that when people will look at the aggregates and they're like, oh, it's only an 81 or an 82, it's okay. It's like, no, it's great, but it's not the type of game that's going to get a 10 from many people.
No.
There's certain genres where people are just like, this is the best, I love it, it's a 10. And character action games don't get that outside of a very select few things. If you have,
I mean, there's plenty you can knock it for, like, you know, yes, the repetitiveness. I think
but it's a repetitive
you know,
genre. I don't,
of course,
yeah.
It is by its very nature, right? But equally, like, I said this in my preview, like, you know, this is a very much 2008 modernized game to me. You know, the level design feels straight out of that era. There's lots of yellow paint everywhere. Blah blah. You could nitpick like a motherfucker, but I don't think any of it matters because it has successfully, and I think I'm quoting your review almost here, successfully rejuvenated a dormant franchise. And yeah, I would have liked to have seen more Ryu as the protagonist rather than Yakumo, but I've grown to quite like Yakumo.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit no nonsense about things.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
like,
quite
he's
like that
emo, but
aspect.
he's not annoying.
Yeah, like, I don't know how they pulled that off, but they've done it. Yeah, good.
Just
for
you mentioned their
Platinum.
own engine. I thought this was in Unreal.
This is the Platinum engine. It is their own. It's not Unreal. Yes, 100%.
Maybe I'm thinking of Ninja Gaiden Black 2.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black 2 was done fully in Unreal Engine 5. But this one
It's
is...
funny, I was looking at my home screen the other day. Like, I noticed I jumped out of Ninja Gaiden 4 and looked at my home screen, and I've set it to have 9 tiles. And I looked at all the games in my tiles, and it was like Ninja Gaiden 4, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Shinobi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rocket League, Fortnite. And I was like, man, I love my ninja games. Like, all my games are ninja games.
Been the year of the ninja.
Oh, man, what a year. And, like, all incredible games. Shinobi, incredible. Ragebound, incredible. Ninja Gaiden Black 2, incredible. Ninja Gaiden 4, incredible. Just, I don't think we'll ever have a year like this for ninja games ever again. Like, we will never live to see this.
It was a confluence of events to bring us this.
It's very special. It is
It's
very
good times.
special. If you
And
are a
it's-
fan, all we would have needed to top it off, all that could have topped this off, is Mark of the Ninja 2. That's all that
game.
could have topped it off. Oh my god, Mark of the Ninja is just
Solid.
What dev was that?
perfection. Clay. How do you pronounce their name?
I don't know.
Klei.
Doesn't ring a bell.
They made Shank and Shank 2.
Okay.
They also made Don't Starve.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And they made Mark of the Ninja, which is just perfection. Stealth ninja perfection. So if they announced the sequel and released it this year, 2025 would never be topped ever again for ninja games.
I mean, regardless, 2025 has been incredible for
Crazy.
games.
Hmm.
Just overall, like, what a year. And as much as we've
What
all
else
been
have you
playing
guys been playing?
Ninja Gaiden 4, Jesse's been reviewing a few other things in a marathon that I haven't
couldn't
seen
keep
him
up
do
with Kyoto.
in some time. Kyoto is like, he's an unsung hero in the review circle, right?
I would say
He is
if I didn't
pumping
have to do videos, I could keep up. But
yeah,
yeah, no, he's
Kyoto's
been going
mad.
crazy with everything. But yeah, we did Ninja Gaiden 4 was the first one. We made sure we got ally footage, and then I also had ally footage in go with Bounty Star, The Morose Tale of Graveyard Clem, where I did a really bad country accent the entire review, because that is a very country-coded game. It's in Game Pass. Others have really liked it. I would say I gave it a 5.5, but other websites are giving it like 8s and 8.5s and stuff. They really enjoyed it. It didn't hit for me. The gameplay loop didn't hit for me. They did actually send me this whole friggin' mech kit where I put up some pictures and stuff, which is a really cool model and paint kit from PR. You are essentially doing runs, trying to get bounties, dead or alive. You just shoot them to death, or you catch them with your right bumper. Got a couple of Jezzes with me now, just playing games the whole show now. But there's a loop where you're going between three. You're going through morning, afternoon, and night. And you've got to maintain your workshop farm and go out and get money. And it was very regimented in a way that didn't hit with me. I really like the music, which isn't Ninja Gaiden music, so I'm going to stop playing that. I really like the music. I like the voice acting. It's a small team, as we met them at Summer Games Fest and went over everything. And they're punching pretty well above their weight. The gameplay just did not hit for me. I didn't find it super engaging to play or to go through the loop of progression, but other people have, and it's in Game Pass, so it's probably worth checking out if you want to. And then also,
the big one.
no,
Oh wait, no, not the big one yet.
Also, I did. It's big for many people in our community. It's just this little sequel that is let's be bigger and better in every way, much like the big one will be. Powerwash Simulator 2. I reviewed this one entirely on PC, and no one gives a shit because it runs great on Xbox, but the code wasn't ready. It is, let us take everything that is great about Powerwash Simulator 1 and make it bigger and better. And so there are, right off the bat, 38 levels. That's that could take someone up to 50 hours probably to get through all of them, if not longer. It's streamlined where it's not annoying anymore with the soap system. The soap system in the first game, per material soap, and you had to buy it, and you'd only get to buy a certain amount for each level. Nope. Now you just got soap on a cooldown, works on everything, have fun. Everyone gets progression in co-op instead of just the host. You've got this little home office you can build up and customize. There's going to be a ton of DLC. They've already got the whole roadmap, a lot free, just like the first game. And then the IP stuff, like all the Warhammer and Back to the Future buildings and vehicles from Final Fantasy and shit, all bringing in more of that. Like, it's awesome. Right in Game Pass again. Highly recommend if you want across anything, like a handheld, on your console, on your computer, whatever it is, you want a good podcast or listen to music and chill out game, there is no game.
Is the one.
No game is better for turning off your brain or just having fun and shooting the shit with friends. Highly recommend Powerwash Simulator 2. It rules. It's also the highest reviewed game on Game Pass this week.
Wow.
1 whole point above The Outer Worlds 2, which is the last thing I reviewed, which I think was great. I think it's really smartly scoped, which for some people that feels small, but I dare them to go back and play Baldur's Gate 3 and see how tiny those environments are and how properly scoped it is for having that much interactivity. And look at people who have done multiple playthroughs of this game where in my second playthrough, I made different choices, and I immediately went to new areas I'd never seen in the first game. I immediately had entire quest chains I never had, because they have built this whole web of decision-making that really matters. And it's like, if you played Avowed is an action RPG. It's mostly about the combat with some solid RPG systems in there. And then The Outer Worlds is an RPG with really good action, where it is a talk a lot and shoot if you have to type of game. Because for 80% of the main enemies in this game, I talked my way out of having to fight them and instead had them join me. Like, it is that type of RPG.
That must make it difficult to review, because like most reviewers are going to play through like once.
And I saw a lot of people say, I didn't really like the narrative. And it's like, well, maybe the one you got wasn't great, but it's very hard. And you have to say, I didn't like the narrative I had, and I'm not happy that the choices I made led to it, that type of thing. But to just say the narrative might make people think there's one way to go, when it's not trying to be pulling in from the first game, and it's not trying to set up another game. So imagine if you had Mass Effect 2 as one complete game, and everything can branch and everything can coalesce at the end, and they don't have to try and make all of it work. And they've done a really good job here of having a game that looks great, plays really well, like great shooting, solid melee.
Yeah, it feels so good to play.
Really
like,
good
I've
platforming.
literally only played a couple of minutes, like half hour maybe, just to kind of get a feel for it on the Alloy. But it's definitely a game I want to go and do. It's kind of I think it's going to be my Christmas game, because I completed Avowed, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And I like sci-fi stuff, and I like shooting things in the face. So this should gel with me, right? Like I should have a good time.
I've seen people saying like, "Oh, it's not big enough scope or anything." It's like, no, Obsidian's really smart. They're not that big. They're not a huge studio. They're not going to have 3,000 people working on this game. Like they've got this. Avowed was a game that had an idea of being this multiplayer co-op thing. They're like, shit, not really. That's not us. Let's rework it into a solid action RPG, kind of like Dragon Age: The Veilguard, a very heavy focused action RPG, though Dragon Age probably had a little more in the RPG. Whereas this one was a very confident sequel from a team that had a lot of teething issues with the first version. Like The Outer Worlds 1 is a good game, but The Outer Worlds 2 is a great game because it is a sequel, and they have figured out so many issues that they had, and so many weak areas are just way better fleshed out in this one. It's a very confidently made game.
I think Obsidian are unsung heroes as a
Obsidian
studio.
with a budget was always my dream. And for all the shit Xbox and Microsoft and everyone rightfully gets, their stewardship of most of the places they have bought, and obviously that doesn't go for the ones that got shut down, but the stewardship of like Obsidian and I think Compulsion and whatnot has been really good, because Obsidian has never been better than they are right now.
I think they just know in this modern era, like they to me, and this is pure like seat of my pants feels based thinking, but in an industry where it seems like every game from a big studio, I say big, that's subjective, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Feels like it wants to be the only game you play, and it's this event. Like they are super confident, like, hey, here's our game, and it is well made from start to finish, and this is what it's going to be, and it's going to have a beginning, middle, and end, and it's scoped well, and they don't try too hard. Like they stick within a really well defined boundary of like, this is what we're going to make, and we're not going to go over that. And you might wish for them to kind of go crazy ambitious, and maybe they will for their next thing. Like I don't know what they're going to be working on next.
Do I need to play the first one?
No, apparently not. It's standalone.
So you will get more context on things and understand some of the what is Auntie's choice versus Spacer's choice and all this shit. But it is a standalone game. But Nick, it is a heavy conversation game. It's mostly, it's not cutscenes, it's interactive things where you are there and you're making choices, and you can read it quickly and then skip. You don't have to wait and listen to all the very good voice acting. So I do think, since you're not just stuck watching a video, and it is a thing you can quickly read and move on and move on and move on, it might end up working for you. Maybe. Probably not. But it plays great. And if you just want to be a
and it
brute,
runs
you can
great
shoot
on the
anyone.
Ally.
It does, which Unreal Engine does not normally do.
Yeah, very surprised at how performant this was on a handheld. And again, a great game. And Obsidian thought ahead, and they have some really great options to adjust the text size and UI to make it feel at home on a 7-inch screen.
Yep.
And this is something that developers are just going to have to start really thinking about as these types of devices become more prevalent. And I hope they do, because it makes for a much more comfortable playing experience. But it blows my mind. Like, I've been playing something that isn't running well, and I'm like, this should absolutely run with ease. Why isn't it? And it's just this lack of optimization from a smaller team.
Yeah. And sometimes there's just weird driver things and whatnot. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
But also, like,
kudos, Obsidian.
there's a number of radio stations in the game that are so insanely well fleshed out with like amazing random weird music that ties to each of the major factions, where you've got like the Order, who are super nerds all about math, and you've got Anti-Choice, who are the capitalists, and the Protectorate, who are like the weird, almost cultish friggin' government. And man, it's just a very confidently made, really good game that isn't trying to be more than they can really properly handle. And you can make builds. There's even a whole thing from people who QA tested the game that's like, if you like this play style, I recommend this build, and they're really good.
Wow.
The flaw
That's so
system's
smart.
The flaw system's awesome. It's back again, so it's like I loot everything, and I love stealing stuff. And then you can get like the kleptomaniac flaw, where you can sell stuff for more if you steal it. But the negative is the stuff you don't steal sells for less. And there's always that give or take on everything, and it's a really, really good, really smart, and incredibly varied game without pushing the variance in your face. It's not like you're going down path A, B, or C, choose now. It's just a very natural, like, diegetic in the game flow that you'll only really notice as you play through it multiple times. You're like, okay, I'm gonna try this differently, and then holy shit, I'm down a completely different path in different areas I never saw. Like, there are entire parts of levels I didn't know existed the first time I played through.
That's cool.
It's really,
That's cool.
really well made, really well done. I think it looks great. There are weird parts about their character models where they animate really well when they talk, but like their hairlines and where their eyebrows are don't mesh incorrectly. So I'm hoping they can fix that. It looks a little weird and like doll-y, whereas everything else looks good. Yeah, like the gluttony. Food, you get a ton more from eating, but then your inhaler doesn't give you as much type of stuff, I think, was that one. But yeah, it's out for premium edition right now. It's out the 29th for everyone else.
Woodstar Fortunes in the chat says, as someone that hated the first game, but loved Avowed, would you recommend?
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, the major problems with the first game, depending on why you hated it, if you hated the first game because it didn't play great, this one plays great.
Yeah. I can vouch for that as someone who thought that Avowed felt really good to play, and I liked it. Like, as soon as I got my hands on with Outer
As
Worlds
somebody
2,
who
I was
liked
like,
the Outer
"Oh,
Worlds,
this feels good.
I didn't love the Outer Worlds because it wasn't super fun to play, but it had great writing and fun story and a lot of the RPG systems. This one fixes all the issues I had.
Yeah. Yeah, so Microsoft's, mega game streak is in full swing, to say the least. I've been playing a couple of other bits and pieces.
I was going to say, should we go to those super chats before we forget about them?
Yeah, go for it.
Jay Foley with the super chat. Nick, no Double Dragon review. We need that review. Okay, so Jay Foley, setting aside how diplomatic can I be here?
Janky.
Setting
Awful.
aside how underwhelming that game currently looks on the surface, no one got review codes for it. IGN appears to be the only outlet that got a review code for it, and they gave it a 5. Now, think about the IGN scale, the modern day scale, which was set effectively unintentionally by IGN, where everything gets a 7 and above. For IGN to give that game a 5,
It's like a 2.
oh boy, that's like a regular scale 2 or 3. Yes.
Yeah.
And no one else got codes anyway. And
I've had a request in forever.
I don't know if,
Never heard from him.
I don't know if I want to put myself through that game.
Smurfs 2?
Yeah, hang me. Cody Bishop. Anyone have good Halloween-specific games? I keep thinking of Costume Quest. Do you have any games that you could recommend for All Hallows Eve? When he says Halloween-specific, as in the theme Halloween is in the game, or just horror games?
Yeah, I would lean towards just spooky, vibey games. Like Costume Quest is specifically about Halloween, right? So
Okay, so
I
he must be
understand the
referring to
confusion,
Halloween games. Halloween video games. Isn't there a Halloween game? Like the movie Halloween?
Yeah, it's not out yet. It's next year.
Isn't it?
Phonic, I think, yeah.
Oh, right.
Next September, I think.
Yeah, next Halloween. I mean, I would say Little Nightmares from a pure vibes perspective. Little Nightmares 3 is out, but Little Nightmares 2 is great if you haven't played that. Like, play the franchise. It's like 15 hours worth of horror there. Or vibes, not horror. It's not really scary.
I'm trying to think of Halloween-specific games. I don't think I've played many. Like, if you Google it, it gives you a bunch of games that aren't actually Halloween games.
No.
So I don't
He's
know
asking
how
for
many-
a personal recommendation. He does have access to Google. If we don't have
I
one,
know,
it's okay.
but I haven't. Yeah, I haven't played one. Although I am looking up a game right now that I can't believe I never heard of, because it looks fun as fuck.
Which one?
How did I never hear about this game?
What
What
game?
game's that?
It's called Pumpkin Jack,
Ooh.
and it came out in 2020 for Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And I'm looking
Wow.
at it, and I'm
Literally in the chat, Woodstar Forges is I'd go with Pumpkin Jack if you like the PS1 medieval game.
yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm like, hey, this Pumpkin Jack actually looks pretty cool. It actually kind of looks a bit like Maximo, and that's why I'm looking at it. And I'm like, ooh, hold on a second. Wait, is this a modern day Maximo? I'm just watching a video of it now. This looks fucking cool. This game looks really cool. I've never heard of it till just now.
Maybe you can check it out.
Yeah.
That I could get you
Is this
a
game on
code.
sale?
Yeah, you'd have to spend some money. By the way, Nick, and I'm just letting folks know, like, I think we did do a post on it on our deals page. The entire Splinter Cell collection on Steam is on sale, 75% off. I picked up every Splinter Cell for
I've got them all anyway.
15 quid, like, to play on the handheld and stuff. Sadly, as soon as I tried to boot up the original Splinter Cell, it like rendered it and like it was just in. This is the PC side of things coming through on a console handheld. It rendered it just like the quarter of the top left corner of the box, offset from my screen, and I couldn't click anything on
And
that.
I've had
normally
that stuff happen too.
Normally you would alt enter a couple times
Yeah,
to
of course.
window and full screen, but you can't do that.
Yeah, so I was like, I have to play around with it more, but that's on sale. But it, also, and just to round off the what we've been playing, I don't know if you can look it up, Jesse, but a formative part of my childhood in video games was made not with a PlayStation or a SNES or a NES.
Amiga.
It was made with an Amiga 600, and I was particularly fond of the very, very old classic point-and-click adventure games. So I'm talking Monkey Island, yes, but I'm also talking the original Discworld point-and-click adventure game. I'm
How much?
talking Simon.
For the banana.
Yeah, Simon the Sorcerer and Simon the Sorcerer 2. And one of the games I've been playing, I can't really share much on it yet, but I will have a review closer to launch, is a prequel for Simon the Sorcerer. This is pure indulgence. I have fully recognized that for you Americans, you're probably like, Simon the fucking what? Like, this is a very Eurocentric game. This is pure indulgence on my part that I wanted to cover this one. And yeah, I'll bring up some thoughts. But I also then have gone back and bought Simon the Sorcerer 1 and 2. I've skipped Simon the Sorcerer 3D. Let's not talk about that. Which are the original pixel art versions of these point-and-click adventure games. They require a certain amount of patience and logic that doesn't always necessarily translate to how the world works. But they have some fun writing in. And if you're a fan of something like Red Dwarf, Simon was voiced by Chris Barry, and they've got him to return for the prequel.
Now, these old games did not. There was no logic to them. It was you just have to mess up until you finally find the random weird thing that works.
Yeah, some. I remember being. I can't remember if it was Simon 1 or 2, but I was stuck for like months. And this is back in the day when you used to have push, pull, talk to, use, where, look at, move, right? And it was like I had this inventory, I had to sneak past this thing, and after months, I just randomly tried where dog, right? Because I had a puppy in my hat, a live dog called Chippy, who is Simon's dog throughout the game. And this is what pissed me off at the time. Like, I still love these games, but it pissed me off is because the logic of Simon the Sorcerer, he was shit at magic. He was never any good at it. And then he suddenly pulls a dog out of the hat, transforms it into a pair of sneaky, comfy slippers, and sneaks past the beastie. And I'm like, fuck you, Simon. Like, you are crap at magic, so why would I think you would do any magic? But yeah, it's pure indulgence on my part, but I have enjoyed diving back into stuff from my childhood.
Not that game in particular.
No.
One.
Like, I'm not talking about the prequel. Like, I'm diving back into my childhood.
Could be
so
shit.
Simon
Could be amazing. We'll let you know later.
We'll let you know. But yeah. It's been some nice nostalgic memories for me over the last.
I don't need to show it or talk about it, but I have been playing Doom: The Dark Ages and doing a full 100% playthrough. I only got two or three levels left. I have a locked 1080, 60 to 80 on this thing. So it's got its own handheld settings now to make it work better on a Steam Deck. Good. It's insane. Like running 900p and having it go up to 1080 with the Radeon Super Resolution. Man. Incredible how well that game runs on the LIX. Even in 17-watt mode, getting like at or near 60 constantly.
Yeah, it's good times. We got one more super chat as we wrap up the what we've been playing section and talk about some video game news. I know, right? It's great when there's loads of games to talk about.
Jay Foley with another super chat. Nick, did you play the zombies mode in Marvel Rivals? I have not. I have not touched Marvel Rivals much at all since launch. As I said back then, I don't find Marvel Rivals a very enjoyable video.
It's one of those games you definitely don't feel when you're hitting something.
No, it's just like the actual... put it this way, I think I said this at the time. If Marvel Rivals was just any other video game and it wasn't tied to the Marvel IP, I don't think anyone would be playing it. I just don't think they would. Because the actual core gameplay and feel of this game, I don't enjoy it. Like, I don't like it very much.
I don't think it's great.
So there's nothing that keeps me wanting to come back outside of the Marvel IP, and even that isn't quite enough to bring me back, which should give you an idea of how much I really don't enjoy the act of playing that video game. Pumpkin Jack is a 40... It is a... That's all I've been doing. I've been distracted looking for Pumpkin Jack on all the storefronts. Pumpkin Jack is a $45 video game. I'm like, man, it looks cool, but I'm not paying that much for this game. Like, so Xbox $44.95, Switch $45, PlayStation $44.95, Steam $43.95. I'm like, wait, bro, I really want this game. It looks a lot like
Pumpkin
Maximo.
Jack routinely goes on sale for $6 on Steam. Looking at Steam database.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay, I'll wait.
When it's I bet you when it's on sale on Xbox or Steam, you can get it for 6 to 10 to 15 Australian at the most. Yeah.
Or Switch.
Yeah. Don't play on Switch.
What's the Metacritic?
45.
Check.
I looked it up.
45.
Really?
I'm kidding. I didn't look it up.
Oh. Hold on, I'm looking it up now. Pumpkin Jack is a 71.
74 in OpenCritic.
Ooh. 71. That's good, because you got to remember this is a game that had clearly zero hype, nothing. So for a normal person, that's good.
Could be
71.
a good game.
That tells me it's one of those games. You know how people have those 70s that are amazing games?
Oh yeah, everyone has a 7 out of 10 that's a 10
The developer on this is
what?
one guy's name. Nicholas.
It's one guy.
His
name's Nicholas.
Yeah.
His name's Nicholas. So he's already ahead of the curve before he's even fucking picked up his keyboard.
Jay Foley has sent me a thing.
everyone-
It looks like Pumpkin Jack is part of a bundle that is on sale on Steam. You can
Yes.
get it in 3 games total for $28.
But yeah, man, like, seriously, for those of you in the chat watching, if you've got multiple browsers or whatever, jump on YouTube and just Google, search Pumpkin Jack. It looks almost like a Maximo, which is why I'm like salivating a little bit at the idea of getting a hold of it. Because
It's funny, I watched someone play Maximo, and it looks so everything I hate about gaming. I can't.
Why? What do you mean?
Ah, just-
What does
BT
that mean?
Maverick in the chat, Pumpkin Jack is $2.69 on CD keys, which is
which,
loaded.com
yeah,
now.
loaded.com. You can go get it
Oh.
for your
But-
handheld for.
We're doing a live show, so as much as we like to indulge Nick's obsessive behaviors, we probably should talk about some video game news. Before we do
there's
that,
almost
though, we'll give him an
300 people in
opportunity to
chat here,
continue.
probably really wondering what the next topic's going to be.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. but
$4.60. It is $4.60.
Those 300
Oh my
people should
God.
probably hit the like button while they're here.
Mhm.
You know, especially if you're new to the channel, or maybe you don't tune in every now and then. Do consider hitting like, hit subscribe, and if you love what we do, consider supporting us directly on Patreon. It is absolutely 100% the best way to keep us alive. Just head to patreon.com/XboxEra.
Nick is now finally
Now-
getting to see why Steam has destroyed modern gaming. Everyone's like, you
Yeah.
can just get everything for $2 if you wait a little bit.
Fun times.
Man, it's
Anyway.
$4.60.
Nick, can we talk about the big thing now that everyone wants to talk about?
Oh my God.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. You
He's
take
so
your time.
excited.
It's okay. We'll just wait for you.
Hold on. What's
What
my
if we
pa-
sat
do
in
I-
silence and waited for you?
Do I still have a CD keys password? I don't even know. Hold on.
Loaded.com.
I
They
do. I do have a CD keys username and
This is
password.
pain.
And John, what would that new? Would it have something to do with maybe? I guess I should always just go with the main friggin' thing people know.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to
Halo.
go straight to that.
Yeah. Of course we are. Halo.
You don't want to get other stuff out of the
Nope.
way?
It's what people are here for. Let the people have what they want. Halo Campaign Evolved was revealed yesterday at the final Halo Infinite 2025 Halo Championship Series.
The
event.
final Halo Infinite Halo Championship Series.
Yes. Yeah, that one. Alongside some pretty cool media previews of a remote at-home demo.
Or in
For
person, where
Halo.
they flew many people there who all hate the company.
Yeah, yeah.
Full
Halo-
disclosure. Full
Campaign
disclosure. John initially blamed me.
We were worried
us.
that it might have negatively affected it.
So John originally blamed me
Whoa,
for us not getting
I
into
just
the
said,
preview.
yo, don't do that. That's its name.
I did not. I promise I did not know I was leaking the real name. Because some people who follow me will have noticed that I was like, can you imagine if they actually called this game Halo Campaign Evolved? Like, that's like the dumbest name. And then I woke up because I tweeted that at like 11:30 at night, went to bed, and then woke up to a bunch of fucking DMs and panicked messages from like Jesse,
not
dude,
panicked,
John,
delete the
delete,
tweet.
Annoyed,
delete that tweet, delete that
angry.
tweet. I'm like, why?
I wouldn't
I'm
say panicked. I would be like, dude, like that's its fucking name. Don't do that. They're revealing
I
it in
didn't
24
know.
hours.
I did not know that was the name. I promise I did not know. So I'm going to tell the story and I'm going to redact names and all sorts of stuff. A friend of mine, who will remain nameless, sent me a message. And this person said, hey, is there a Halo game coming out or being revealed this week? And I was like, yeah, the alleged remake is rumored to be revealed at the Halo thing. And this guy goes to me, I have a friend who's going to be playing it. I was like, oh, okay. And then he said, I've got a friend who's going to be playing it. And then all he said was, in quotes, campaign evolved. Now, again, apologies. I misread and misunderstood the tone of that message. I didn't interpret that as him telling me the actual name of the game. Because for those of you, a little bit of inside baseball, when places get invited to these events and stuff, they sell it in the email that they send. They have little PR slogans and this sort of that. So when he said that and the way he said it to me, I thought that was like the PR slogan from Halo Studio saying, come and play, the campaign evolved, you know? Where had he said Halo campaign evolved, it would have been much clearer that that is the name. So I didn't take that as, well, that's the name. So that is why I then put that tweet out going, can you imagine if they actually called it something dumb like Halo campaign evolved? And then I woke up and it was like, delete the tweet. I'm like, shit. So I've deleted it. And then I messaged this person back. I'm like, was that the name? It's like, yeah, man, that's the name. Oh, God, shit. And I woke up to screenshots and I woke up to all sorts of stuff. And I was like, well, I'm definitely not going to post those.
It is a frustrating reality, you know, and again, bit of inside baseball for folks before we talk about the actual reveal itself. To know the name of the thing and to have all of the press release shots of the thing and to be able to have the majority of the details of the thing ready, but not know because you've not been included on the thing when the thing is actually going to go live, and like, is everything accurate? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was a weird moment for us, and personally speaking, really odd for me because I put in 1,000+ hours working with 343 now Halo Studios on Halo Infinite and making content for the game. So it was really like, what do you mean? Wait, we've not even been like, hey buddies, you know, like that really confused us. But yeah, no preview content footage from us, annoyingly. Sorry, community. We would love to have been able to tell you what that's like. But we just did not get the nod, and honestly, don't really know why.
There was a fair number of people who didn't.
Yeah, it feels really.
It felt like a little bit of a shock and blush.
Like, Digital Foundry.
Super happy for the people that did get it. Like, it's not one of those. I'm jealous of them. It's just I'm curious how it was chosen. Is all. It's not like we have to. We are very lucky to get all the stuff we do. Like we have grown damn near infinitely. Massively. In the last few years,
it becomes more weird when we don't.
Yeah.
You know, like because it was.
But you don't want to feel. You don't want to feel entitled. It's just
no.
But when it's the main platform we cover, and a PR and all that stuff that we've worked with a ton before, when you get nothing, you just start wondering why.
Yeah. And obviously that, you know, there was some thoughts of like, did someone see, you know, old Nicky Boy's tweet and go, well, fuck those guys? Maybe. Probably not, actually, because there's plenty of people that didn't get it.
Well, you saw there was others that didn't get it, and then you saw other people straight up tweet the name. And then I watched another podcast where the host...
Yeah, I mean, look, it was all out there.
Oh, yeah.
It was all out there. But hey, we're sorry to the community that we don't have any thoughts of our own on this.
Mm-hmm. Outside of how it looks.
Reacting to the footage that you've all seen. So Halo campaign evolved. And like from the name perspective, I kind of get it because they're very clearly saying that this is not a multiplayer product in any way, shape, or form. It has co-op, but it is all about the campaign. There's
so much of the conversation around it has been it's Halo Infinite. Halo CE was known for the multiplayer. I'm like, Halo CE was not known for the multiplayer unless you had two TVs and you had a cable to run between them and all. It was great. Halo 2 was known for multiplayer because the campaign wasn't very good, or very well balanced and complete. But Halo CE being a thing that had fun multiplayer to a point, but not online because they didn't have Xbox Live and all that ready yet.
Fond memories of using X-Play. I can't remember what it was called. X-Link, maybe?
X-Link Kai. There's all
something
bunch of
like
stuff.
That, yeah.
But like this looks amazing. It's got a lot of the UE5 problems. It's also like probably half a year or more out, at least. So lots of time to go through. You bought Pumpkin Jack. We get it.
Yeah, I did. I bought Pumpkin Jack for $4.
It is very funny. Immediately, they removed the rocks here. You can easily bring the Warthog up with you. Sacrilegious.
Which I always used to do, and it was always a pain.
It was just a pain in the butt. It wasn't fun. Like, the blocker didn't actually work most of the time in these levels. Also, the hunters are actually kind of scary now. You can't just one-shot them. It was like five pistol shots in the back.
Yeah.
Because he's throwing grenades and shit. You kill them. It's not taking forever, but he shoots them later with a pistol in the back. They don't die immediately. It's definitely more damage. It doesn't take a ton. But yeah, there's a fine line between remake and remaster, and this is 100% in the remake category, where they are going back, they are rebuilding it, they are changing a ton of stuff up. Maybe they're adding prequel levels, they're adding 8 weapons that were never in the game before from later Halo titles. Like they're
twin snakes.
Yep.
This is Halo's twin snakes.
Yep.
It looks
you
great.
all know,
It's gorgeous.
You all know how I feel about Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is my favorite Metal Gear Solid game because they took Metal Gear Solid 1, which is an incredible game, and applied Metal Gear Solid 2's engine to it. So it has Metal Gear Solid 2's visuals, gameplay, new cutscenes. It is literally Twin Snakes, but
And,
in Halo. So
like,
I'm incredibly
They've
excited.
changed it enough. They give you the golf cart seat on the Warthog because there's 4-player co-op now.
Yeah.
2-player split screen. Like this is a and people are like, why would you do this? It's a new engine. They're bringing back the Reach Blam, or the leaks are Reach, but like it's.
Well, hold on. So what they've done is they've done a Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
It's not that
They've
1-to-1. It's not.
No, not quite, but it's closer to that, where they've layered Unreal over the top, sort of.
There are, as I understand it, code elements from Blam to incorporate certain aspects of feel and just how it is to play, but everything has been remade. So it's not running Halo CE's levels and doing what it did in Anniversary, where there's new art over the top. This is a straight up.
Yeah, because they've changed
From the ground
geometry all over the place. So it wouldn't work.
There's entirely new areas and redesigns and lighting. Like
when you went back,
it's really cool to see Halo being a visual powerhouse. Like this looks great.
This looks stunning. This is what had Halo Infinite, and I know Halo Infinite's open world and all that sort of stuff. Had Halo Infinite looked like this, you would have seen far less bitching. Did you just hear that beep, did you?
Yeah, who's beeping? Is it you?
I didn't think the microphone would pick it up. You guys said it's a directional microphone. Had Halo Infinite looked like this, you would have seen far less bitching about Halo Infinite. Like this is gorgeous. And already I've seen online, it's got the Unreal Engine 5 data. Guys, it's a year out. Yeah. Like, the fact that they were confident enough to show it and give people hands-on...
Not us, but yeah.
Everyone that went to HCS, Ursul's probably played it.
Yeah, hashtag bitter as fuck.
In the current early state that it's in, probably bodes well for the future.
And it's smart the way they did it, because this is like the old demo, where you played this level before, and they're letting people demo this level again.
Yeah, because it's self-contained. Mm-hmm. It's a completely contained level. And it's one of the most iconic levels in the whole CE campaign.
Did you see? Like, don't get me wrong. Actually, we'll talk about it in a sec. Like, just the moodiness of it. Like, when you go into the Forerunner structure that's embedded in the cliff, in the wall edge, and man, how dark it looks, but you can still see everything, and all the moody fucking lighting.
Yeah, that's Unreal Engine 5's lighting. It's amazing when they do it well.
And then they take out the fucking, like when you get a close look at the hunter, and all the worms inside the hunter are still fucking moving and wriggling around, and then you chuck a grenade, and when you throw the grenade, you see all the light effects of that grenade on the walls
even
around
just
you.
The plasma rifle when he's shooting it down the corridor.
It
and
does
you
a
see
little
all
mini.
of it. Yeah.
And not only that, it sets off a little EMP type thing as it's flying along, and you see it affect the environment around it. Oh my god, it's so good looking.
The waves like coming up the beach. Did you see the shot they did for the trailer? I'm just like, it's phenomenal to look at.
And like, no more
beautiful.
medkits. Good medkits sucked.
Yeah,
No
they've
more
made changes. Yeah,
in Halo CE, you healed with medkits. You did not auto regen up.
Yes, it's been so long that you forget that stuff. Well, you did regen to an extent.
Your shield
Halo.
Yeah, you got your heal back. You didn't get any health segments back, but your shield would come back.
Yes, your shield would come back. So it was like this weird in between. But oh my god, it's so incredibly beautiful. And anyone nitpicking, like, and this is what pisses me off Now, don't get me wrong, I've always understood that Halo fandom is shit and discussion around Halo and anything Xbox is shit. But it was the reveal of this game that made me realize definitively and once and for all that there is no other video game on the planet, not a single one on the planet, that gets nitpicked to death for the most inane, utter bullshit that other games would be praised for. So I saw one fucking donkey on Twitter who cracked the shits because the needler had an ammo counter on it. And they zoomed in on the ammo counter and they were like, I can't believe what they've done. They put a fucking ammo counter on the needler. And I'm like, are you fucking alright? If that was Naughty Dog doing that on the back of a gun in The Last of Us, you'd be fucking creaming your jocks talking about the detail they've gone into and how much love and care they have for the fucking IP. But then when Halo Studios does it in Halo, you fucking lose your shit. It's no different to the Sprint babies. Oh, it's got Sprint. Fucking move with the times, man. Guess what? Human beings can fucking run.
And he's a super soldier who's supposed to be able to run faster than a car.
Yeah. He's an enhanced super soldier with a suit that enhances him further, and you want him to fucking walk everywhere. Like, come the fuck on, people. Like, can we just get into 2025 for, like, at least 3 seconds? At least 3 seconds.
They've added vehicle hijacking into this as well. Like, from Halo 2 onwards. I'm looking forward to playing this. Like, I can't deny it.
Oh, my God, I can't
Halo
wait.
CE is one of my... seminal. It's arguably the reason that I do any.
It's not arguably. It's the reason. The reason CE is the reason Xbox as a brand exists, which I guess leads us to another topic.
The segues. So for the first time ever,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I like it.
I don't like it.
Halo is going multi-platform. It is on PlayStation to the point where one of the developers, I think it was Sketch, was wearing a PlayStation.
That was a fucking dick move. I'm sorry. That
feel included, PlayStation fans.
That was
feel
a dick
included.
move.
Come on. If you're 5, who cares?
It's a t-shirt. Like,
who cares?
There are a lot of people that are going to be up in their feels about this, but like we've known this is happening for fucking ages.
Actual Halo fan. So Ursel put up his reaction.
I love the reaction.
Everyone cheered when it was announced to come to PlayStation because it's the main thing they want for Infinite, so that they have more people to play with. They don't care. They just want to play with people.
They just want to play their favorite game,
but it doesn't have multiplayer. So what's that got to do with CE?
Well, they said everything's coming to PlayStation moving forward.
That is also true. Halo will be on PlayStation in all future releases from this one onwards.
I don't like it.
That's because you want PlayStation dead.
Yeah. I want Xbox to live, and I want PlayStation to die. I don't want Xbox to die. So Halo coming to PlayStation speeds up the death of Xbox. And that's what I don't want. And the other thing that annoys me even more is, why isn't it coming to Switch 2?
They won't give them dev kits. Just look, no one from Xbox Game Studios gets dev kits. Bethesda, Activision, not Xbox.
Yeah, it's weird. Might be a Nintendo thing. But
so you're telling me Mojang wouldn't have Nintendo dev kits?
They must have by now, surely.
Maybe.
Of course they would.
But there isn't a Switch 2 version of Minecraft yet.
But, I mean...
I don't know. It just...
So Nintendo hasn't given anyone dev kits for the most part. Like, everyone just says it's hard.
So back during the FTC trial, when I was in the camp of fight to make everything exclusive, right, and have an actual go at this, everyone was said to me, well, they can't because they've agreed to keep everything on PlayStation and port things to Switch, and we still don't have Call of Duty on Switch, so they're breaking their deal.
We don't know what the legalities around any of it are.
Yeah, if
we don't know what the deal is.
The Switch 2 dev kits haven't been provided, or if Nintendo haven't said yes, then maybe they can't.
Nintendo really wants people to keep putting everything on Switch 1 because there's way more Switch 1 players. Like, that is just the reason why won't they give Switch 2 dev kits? Because then you can make Switch 2 only games, and they want Switch 1 and Switch 2 games. They want them on both. Because they still have way more people on Switch 1. They probably got 100 million people on Switch 1 and like 10 million on Switch 2. This music deserves to be played louder.
Have you seen Marty O'Donnell on Twitter?
Where have I
heard this music before? Yeah, dude, you made the music.
Him and Michael Salvatore.
Why are you acting like your music's being stolen? You made this music for this game.
If they
Microsoft
can use it,
still
they're paying
owns this
him,
game.
probably.
Why is he acting like this?
I've seen a bunch of older Halo and Bungie devs acting weird. Like Jamie Griezmann was like,
Yes, I saw
"Oh,
his
that
tweet.
tree should be there." Like,
Yeah,
what
I
have they
put the
done?
rocks there for a reason.
And I'm like,
All right.
everyone skipped over them, dude. It wasn't hard. Now they've just made it less annoying.
And none of the progression blockers for keeping vehicles with you actually worked. If you cared.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't kill the
Oh, no,
warthog.
not
So
only
you
that.
just...
Not only did they not work 100%, they were just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
They were just annoying. Like, it was fun just fucking everything up in the warthog. That was fun. That's part of what people fell in love with. All those little things that all add up to have you remember and love Halo. Calm down, bro. Like, if you're that fussed about it, apply at Halo Studios and get your job back and fucking fix it then. Like,
Don't think they'd employ him somehow.
it's just, it's so weird the way people act with Halo. And
It's weird.
It feels
the way
like it's
people
only
act
Halo.
in general. Nah, man.
Feels
People
like
are
it's-
weird about all sorts of
Most
shit.
of game discussion
I
isn't
don't
about
know, man.
games. It's about future games that are coming and either leaks or news around them. And it always has a focus on the negative. Always. Negative is easier to do. You don't have to know what you're talking about to be negative. If you shit on something, people who want it to be bad will also shit on it with you happily. Like rage bait grifting is easy.
I think everything about this looks incredible. It's like, if you go back a few episodes and we were discussing the rumors and what we want out of an alleged Halo remake, this is everything I wanted.
Yeah, I would
Everything.
agree. Like, I didn't want a beat for beat remake. I wanted a reimagining. And like, we haven't even really delved into detail. So the 3 prequel levels that will come with
him
this,
and Sergeant Johnson.
yeah, are set before the events of Halo CE itself. So I'm like,
So it's not Reach.
no, it's
But
not
it's-
really.
No, there's so many things they did before CE in the books that either they're pulling from the books or they're pulling from things mentioned at some point. Like there's so much they can go to.
It's
or just
like,
make.
That's cool. Like, I am in for this. Like, that sounds great fun.
I'm gonna
And
throw
they're
it
adding
in.
skulls. The most skulls in any Halo game ever, apparently.
Yeah.
And you can
Pretty
turn
cool.
off sprint if you want.
Yeah, or
Yes,
you can
which
just
is
not press the
odd.
button.
Yeah, or that.
I mean, yeah, you could always just not sprint if it
But
bothers
then
you that
people are
much.
like,
That's
"Oh,
not
it feels
no.
like shit to not sprint. I'm so slow," and then they press it and they can't stop it.
That's the other part that I never understood about the sprint argument. You can just not sprint. If all you want to do is walk. Just don't sprint. Oh, but the base speed. It's like, bro, you're talking about the speed at which pixels come at you on the screen. Just sprint and deal with it. Every game on Earth has sprint now. Like, it's silly. It was silly to expect this dude to not be able to run. It was just silly.
Yeah.
And I
won't
watched the
miss
gameplay.
walking around on Greece. Like,
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, everyone's like, oh, but you have to change the levels. I watched them play that level with sprint, and it didn't look like it broke anything.
honestly,
You just
it's
get
a
to places
campaign as
quicker.
well. Like, it's not gonna affect balance in any significant way.
You just get to places a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Like, it's really not
And there is a lot
that
of
big a
backtracking,
deal.
as we all know. Sorry, PlayStation
Yeah.
fans, in Halo CE. So,
So I wonder how much of that they'll tweak as well, because they have made other. So all we've seen is Silent Cartographer. We don't know yet what they've changed in the library.
They have
what
talked
they've
about.
changed.
They said they're going to fix the library. I think that was the word they used, fix. And also, they are bringing in variants on the flood. It's not just the flood that was in Halo CE. They're going to have different flood types to fight, and it's the flood behavior from later games where they're not nearly as stupid and boring as they were in CE.
yeah.
Okay. So that is my Steam
You
Deck.
load up.
Sorry.
You load it.
My Steam Deck, my ROG Ally.
Yes, that's Pumpkin
Sorry,
Jack,
it was,
which is
it was,
dominating our show.
It was booting into Steam Big Picture mode. Because this ROG Ally has kind of semi-stopped working. The controller part's not working. Look, it's not doing
Tap the
anything. It's not
screen
responding.
for Steam sometimes.
It's
And
forcing
then-
me to
yeah.
touch the screen. Yeah, and that it's a PC, and it comes with PC problems.
We got a super chat.
Yes, we do have a super chat. From Iron Mike 404. Kind of a dick move to stall. Put the franchise. Kind of a dick move to stall. Put the franchise. Just to
guessing out.
remake CE again. Yeah, maybe out. Stall out.
Technically, they've
sorry,
never
Iron Mike, if I'm misreading
They have
it.
never remade CE. They remastered it.
They remastered it. Just to remake CE again to milk PlayStation players would prefer 3 remake or a prequel like Gears.
I don't think this wasn't.
We may still get all those things.
But also, this wasn't a milk. I think this was we're changing engines. We're gonna have a little project like UE5. The Coalition had that project they were doing to learn UE5 and build all their things in it. It didn't end up turning into a game. They just went right into Gears E-Day. But like this is a way for them to have Halo 7, whatever it ends up being called, be ready for being in Unreal Engine and have all of it working and have all that done. And much like Gears Reloaded, which people seem to think failed, but Matt Piscatella and Circana showed, nope, it sold just fine. I bet you compared to how much it cost to make, it did real well on PlayStation.
There is I can't remember who reported it. It was probably Rebs Gaming. I'm paraphrasing whatever I'm quoting here. This is pulling
All
out
his
of my
reporting
arse.
was quite accurate.
Yeah, but like I think someone said that there's a quote out there that Halo wants to be more like Fortnite, right? And if you hear that, a lot of Halo purists will be like, ugh. But just zoom out for a second.
They're not talking about
Halo-
gameplay and whatever.
No, Halo being built on Unreal Engine in whatever new multiplayer platform-based form it takes. When they say we want it to be like Fortnite, imagine Forge tools and game modes and the Halo feel of arena-style BTB and gunplay and all of that jazz across PlayStation, PC, potentially Switch and Xbox. Like,
It'll come
that's
to
why
Switch.
that's why it's on PlayStation. Is because Microsoft have like been in the news quoting it. Like, what was it? Sarah Bond did an interview where she was like, "The old school like exclusive to one thing is kind of antiquated."
But it was for directly for the biggest games. The biggest games,
yes,
the
the biggest
old school
games, and they
exclusive.
they want Halo to be the biggest game. Like that is one IP that they would love to see back to its glory days of Halo 2, Halo 3, where it was all everybody played until Call of Duty came out. But if they can do that in Unreal with being able to produce assets and extra content and levels and blah and so on and so on and so on, they're going to pursue that because why wouldn't you? Yeah, like I'm not going to take that as like I want more people playing Halo. Like I think any Halo fan that really loves playing multiplayer wants to see a kind of resurgence of their favorite game. Will any of this stuff achieve that? I honestly don't know. Jesse's got himself some grub. But I'm pleased with how it looks. I'm gutted that I didn't get to test it out myself and kind of like put it through its paces as someone who's played Halo CE to death.
I'm kidding.
Where I'm a bitter little boy today.
We're both sad.
Yeah, and entitled little bitches. It is what it is. But I think it's cool. I don't know how the fan base is really taking. Like, I don't feel like I'm seeing as much uproar about it being on PlayStation now. Anyway, like there's a few bits and pieces.
There's a fair bit.
It's from all the usual shitheads. Nick likes the usual shitheads, so he sees it more. I've blocked all of them, so I don't see it. And John doesn't follow them to begin with.
I'm not happy about it. Again, I just don't like where I think it leads. Like I understand this notion of exclusives are antiquated, blah 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 blah. I understand that, but and anyone who knows me knows that I've wanted a one console future since forever. I've always just wanted one box that does everything. That's why I like the idea of this. That's why I like, part of the reason I love Xbox is because I can buy one Xbox and have all my OG games, all my 360 games, all my Xbox One games, all in one place. That's why I'm liking what Nintendo is doing and rumored to be doing with Nintendo Switch 2. I have certain information that leads me to believe that pretty soon the Nintendo Switch 2 will be that all-in-one Nintendo console that will just have everything on it that Nintendo's ever done.
Will allow you to repurchase again everything that Nintendo's ever done?
That part I don't know, but they did just recently redo the trademark for Virtual Console, so hopefully they'll bring back the Virtual Console to let people buy those games again.
I'm still here. I'm eating dinner. It's just you two on camera.
To buy those games again individually. But in terms of NSO, there's a lot of consoles still coming to Nintendo NSO. I've heard DS, and allegedly, again, this is just information I've heard, that they're going to work out, or they're trying to work out 2 ways to let you use DS on Virtual Console. So one is selling an actual separate screen, like sort of the Virtual Boy as an extra accessory, but a second screen that allows you to do DS. I think the other way is that they want to, if you've still got a Switch 1 hanging around, they'll allow you to use the Switch 1 as a second screen for DS.
Interesting.
And if they pull this stuff off, that opens the door for Wii U, doesn't it? Wii U on NSO.
Yeah. That'd be good.
We already know they can.
Do you really need Wii U games though? Because they remade them all already. For
most of them have been ported. Yes. We already know they can add mouse controls to Wii games, and I've been told that Wii games are going to come to NSO eventually. I also. I'll ask the question before I say anything more. Maybe I shouldn't have even said what I just said.
Often it's the case.
The point was about consoles being all in one. So that's why for me exclusives are like, whatever. I want one box that does everything. But I still worry that this is heading to a point where Xbox themselves are giving people less and less reason to bother. New people at least. Like, I understand most of us won't leave because we've got just too much invested now. So what we mainly care about is our library. But what reason are they giving new people?
There is the whole nebulous what if scenario, right? There's a whole contingent of folks that feel like that this is a true erosion of the brand to the extent where, lots of people will be just like, and arguably, if you look at their hardware sales, even though they're not trying to sell hardware anymore, so like that in and of itself isn't completely indicative. But like, what's the point in just buying? If everything comes everywhere, like, why do I need to go to you? And Xbox people that actually play on the platform will say, the really good cloud saves, play anywhere, I get PC versions, Game Pass, blah, blah, blah. They will say those things. And that is probably Microsoft's answer, right? Is the ecosystem itself. That's why you would choose to play here. But I don't know if that's going to really work for most people when you've got the de facto platform holder doing de facto platform holder things.
There's a lot of people. There's also the fact that I don't think the console system as we know it lasts that much longer because the new generation doesn't give a shit about it and prices aren't going down. So unless they're really willing to eat costs, like people in the industry are really scared of what the future of consoles are. Like the people whose jobs and everything depend on it are worried because the actual what if questions out there and statistical trends for a decade are all bad for console sales.
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? It's worrying. The Game Awards
I don't know.
asked on Twitter, where will you play Halo Campaign Evolved? And after 6,771 votes, there's still 21 hours left on this, apparently. 16% of respondents said they'd play it on Xbox. 17% of respondents said they'd play it on PC. 37% of players said they'd play it on PS5. And 30% said they're not interested at all. Don't know if that shows anything.
Twitter means nothing.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah,
haven't
I know.
PlayStation fans been shitting on Halo for the better part of 20 years?
Yes, they have.
And that's the other shit that bothers me. See, there's no consistency there. While I constantly said I have no interest in Death Stranding, I just want a Kojima horror game or a stealth action game. When Death Stranding came to Xbox, you didn't see me suddenly flip-flop and go, oh man, Death Stranding's actually a super cool game. I want this shit. No, I still have no interest in Death Stranding because it looks fucking boring. Where now all of a sudden you're hearing, oh yeah, Halo, there's so much excitement over Halo. Fuck off, man. If you wanted Halo that bad, you would have bought an Xbox.
I think we should. It's on Microsoft. It's on Microsoft to explain and show and tell, right? And I think the genuine and probably fair concern from a lot of its fan base, or the Xbox fan base and community, is you guys haven't done a great job of talking to us lately and sharing info. Like, that's probably the vibe out there. And granted, a lot of the time Microsoft isn't talking at all. You're getting the info and the community is hearing info from, rumors and leaks and journalists writing reports and yada yada yada. And it's like, you can't escape that. And Microsoft are arguably the last couple of months just letting games do the talking. And that's what people told them they should do. But apparently now they need to start talking. I don't know. It's a weird...
But games were never going to do the talking. We've said this before.
I know that.
They're now in a position where it doesn't matter what games they make. It doesn't matter how good those games are.
Yeah.
We're beyond the point of no return now. That's it. This is the track we're on, and it just has to play out. And then when we're seeing Satya interviews in like 5 years saying, yeah, we made some mistakes with Xbox, we're going to be like, oh, really, dude? Kind of like your Windows Phone interview you fucking did when you let that go too? What, you realize 10 years later that you need the mobile phone as like a pillar of your ecosystem? Now you worked it out, did you?
It's an interesting
Dude's
segue
like
because...
the worst CEO ever.
I
You'll never convince me otherwise.
Seeing the videos of Satya talking about how great his new AI thing and talking to his laptop just made me want to die inside, because like, it's not reality. No one wants to do that. No one. Not even the most die-hard Microsoft fanboy wants to talk to
And what, we haven't already seen him do that before with Cortana, their first crack at AI? Remember that? Remember Cortana, everyone? So what, they just changed the name from Cortana to Copilot, and everything's supposed to be different now, is it?
I hate it. I hate how prevalent it is in every aspect of my interaction with my PC.
I've been trying to get rid of it off the ROG Ally.
Even if you uninstall it, it tries and crops back up. It won't go. It won't leave you alone. It's like a bad smell. But it's interesting though, because this week we also saw the news report from, and this caused a bit of confusion as well. We had the news report from Jason Schreier and Dina Bass at Bloomberg around the frankly insane, like genuinely insane profit targets for the Xbox division. Reportedly 30% of a profit margin across the division, across every studio. And the reality is, it doesn't make sense for that industry.
It isn't for every project. I do think that's one thing that's gotten missed.
Isn't it?
No. Not every project is expected to do the 30%. That was part of the report. Doesn't say exactly what is, what isn't. Just, it is not everything.
It's not good either way.
And it is a target. It's not do it now. It's work up to there probably as quickly as you can, but not immediately. It's dumb.
But it explains why there's so many firings and so many studio closures to make that hit.
A little bit. I still think a lot of that stuff would have happened anyway, because numbers have to go brrr no matter what.
Well, also, I mean, they bought Activision at their lowest point, who then doubled their headcount while being bought. There were going to be people that were going to be fired after that.
Yeah.
So that's an element of that discussion that's somewhat disingenuous. So I saw people online being like, see, we told you if they buy ABK, there's going to be layoffs. Fun fact, even if ABK got blocked and they never were integrating ABK, they still would have had their yearly January layoffs.
Yeah, we get them to look forward to them in 3 months.
Yes, in January, fun fact, in January, there's going to be more layoffs. Just letting you know, spoiler alert, there's going to be more, and that would have happened with or without ABK. So that discussion is somewhat disingenuous. The part I find funny is that I see all these people now. Now, look, you all know I'm not one to generally toot my own horn. I'm a little more humble than that. But I find it funny now seeing all these people online going, oh man, Amy, it's like Amy's running the show. What have I been telling you guys since like a year and a half ago? It's Amy and Satya's show. It's no longer. Yes, I know technically Phil and Sarah and all that are running Xbox, but the level of autonomy they may have had clearly has shifted.
It's not autonomy so much as the goals that they are forced to reckon with. Because before, like their whole thing was don't worry about profit margins and targets and all that. Just make the cool shit. But then when the company-wide mandate hit, you need that 30% because we need to keep paying for our AI. They get caught up with it in it like everyone else.
But that's what's more annoying. That all this is being destroyed for something that in like when that AI bubble bursts, then what? Then what?
I get the sentiment,
Yes.
John. It's going to be
I know people will lose
horrendous,
jobs.
but no, to a degree you cannot comprehend. People will.
Yeah,
Things
I
will
know.
close.
I get that. I get that it will have disastrous impact on the tech industry when the AI bubble bursts. I get that. If you look at Nvidia, their entire current share position, their market price, whatever, is is off the back of AI. Is off the back of AI. So if that AI bubble bursts, that will be the time to buy Nvidia shares again, because I assume their stock price will and just completely tank. My assumption is Satya will lose his job when the AI bubble bursts because he's put.
And he'll get a $500 million golden parachute.
Yep. Golden parachute. Yep. He'll get a $500 million golden parachute that he 100% deserves, doesn't he? Like sitting there laying off people, but he got his $96 million bonus. Fuck off.
Yeah, did we see a Stephen Tortello report saying that they hit their target for the first time? They broke that 4-year losing streak, the Xbox division. I'm pretty sure I read that.
I don't know.
And
the
like
30% is an interesting figure. Like I don't even think Nintendo and PlayStation hit that.
it's an interesting one, right? Like I'm reading some of the comments in the chat. Like Portal Player, he says it's still Phil's show. If Xboxes aren't selling well, that's his fault. It's not all AI or Satya's fault. People aren't buying the Xbox Series devices. But if they're restrained from spending money on marketing, they're not producing as many.
Hardware
They're
is
not
really
shipping
low
as many.
margin. They're not trying to sell hardware because it hurts margins.
It feels like they've just quit on this gen. They're like, this is a write-off. There's no coming back. Focus on the next one. Build something disruptive and cool. Let's do that.
Well, it's not even
And
that
that's
this one's
it.
a write-off. It's that we're making more money than we ever have before.
From
From
a hardware sale perspective, this is a write-off. We can't climb out of this doldrums. There's no point in spending millions of dollars to market our consoles. People aren't buying them. They need to come up with a different method. That's what it feels like.
Plus tariffs.
Right.
Tariffs have made it so much worse. Like this is $1,000 handheld. It would have been $800 without tariffs because that's what the last one was.
Yeah, and I get what Portal Player is saying. I just think that the discussion's a little more nuanced than that and a little deeper than that. Like, you can say it isn't AI or Satya's fault, but in a way it is. Like, Satya, the buck stops at the top, yeah? The buck stops with the boss. And Satya is the boss. So I'm relatively confident, without being 100% confident, that if it was up to Phil, Call of Duty, everything ABK would have been kept exclusive. If it was completely up to Phil, it all would have been kept exclusive.
It would be very nice to be able to ask him, like, hey, off the record.
You know how much... Do you understand... Now that I know that Phil reads my DMs in Discord and responds to them, do you understand what it takes within me to resist asking those kinds of questions?
That has to be no recording devices in the vicinity.
It takes everything in my guts to not be like, dude, between you and I, just between you and I, there is no way known you wanted everything to go everywhere. There is fucking... Because there's no way known that they fought as hard as they did in that trial. Just because if where they are right now is where they always wanted to be, then what the fuck did they go so hard at the FTC trial for? They could have been like, guys, what's the fuss? We're keeping everything as is. Don't stress. What's the big deal? We're going to keep it all as is. Don't worry about it. But they fought, and they fought hard. Why? Because clearly there was a plan to fight against PlayStation and be like, nah, well, now we're going to fucking try and be number one. Yeah. We're going to keep it all for us, and we're going to be fucking number one now. Look at his words. Let us compete. Yeah, Satya's words.
The timing on the 30% was right during all that time. That is when they, as a company, shifted. So it's like it's a confluence of events.
Come on, man.
Phil's just given me a thought here. What if this is a long play? What if Phil Spencer's more devious than we've given him credit for?
What do you mean it's giving you an idea? I said it on the show like a week or two ago.
Did you?
Did I?
You say a lot.
Did I say it on the show?
I mean, I haven't said what I'm thinking yet. The long play
I've said...
Go on.
Everyone thinks Phil's going to retire, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I've said, what if he's the next CEO?
Yeah, it's the long play, right? Yes, Satya. AI's a great idea. Invest. Yeah.
Do it
for a while.
Yeah, no worries, dude. AI everything. Yeah. Get Copilot in there. Go. Get Copilot on the Xbox. Go. No worries. And then he tells the engineers.
Can you imagine if this show had canned laughter? Like, it sounds terrible.
That's so loud. Can you stop that now? Can you stop that now? It's so loud.
It's so long. Most of them just end after like 2 seconds. That one's really long.
And then he's like to the engineers, just build a little back door so we can drop that fucking shit as soon as we need to. Yeah, Satya. Copilot. We'll call it the Xbox Copilot. The next one. No worries, bro.
Copilot for gaming. Get it in there. Get it in.
Yeah. Copilot. And then when it all turns to shit and Satya loses his job, Phil slide on in. And then
he looks at Amy. He's like, I'm calling the shots now.
Yeah. He looks at Amy and he says, tell your fucking story, Walken. Tell your fucking story, Walken. I'm going to fucking... I've got this dude. I've got this bloke from Australia. He's going to run Xbox for me.
Oh, my God. Nick's fever dream once again.
Oh, mate. If they let me run it, you all better fucking watch out. You all better watch out if they let me run it.
I'm not going to imagine they let you run anything.
Yeah. SJ does the Long Kong. Phil becomes MSCEO, and then the first announcement: scale bounce back, baby. Scale
Xbox. If he let me run it, Xbox would be back. It'd be fucking back. Like you've never seen it before.
Don't worry
about that.
I see all the messaging and stuff though, like, and people criticizing like that Halo's on PlayStation, but Avowed isn't. And Keeper isn't, and
Forza Horizon 6 timed exclusive,
and that's so confusing. And it's like, you cover this industry, you know the realities of game development. And
the Outer Worlds 2 wasn't done by Obsidian; it was done by a third party to get it on PlayStation, and that version kind of sucks.
Yeah, it needs work, right? Even in the review guide for the Outer Worlds 2, they actually told us in advance, no performance mode. We were like 30 FPS on PS5.
Thankfully, it did
What?
have one. It's not great,
It
but
did have one.
it is there.
Yeah. It's an odd world, an odd universe we're living in. And we've been speaking about hardware. Sarah Bond was doing a tour for the Xbox Ally and future.
People are
Xbox
like, why is she
hardware.
talking so much? It's like because they just put out
Released
hardware with
a
Asus.
device.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said that she shared some detail with Mashable, I think, in an interview with Timothy Beckworth on that side of
He
things.
did some good
and they sat
prodding.
down.
He knew how to ask the question.
Yeah, he was good at that. And he was like, hey, there's rumors. The next Xbox will be this console-like device, and it's going to have access to PC storefronts. Is that how that works? And she said, Miss Sarah Bond, well, I can tell you that you're right. The next gen console is going to be very premium, very high-end, curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking we have in the handheld ROG Xbox Ally, but I don't want to give it all away. So, look, we've all been hearing this. We've been
IGN did
discussing
call
this
it
for months.
ultra premium for some reason.
They
in
just
their
made a
tweet.
word up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very high-end, very premium, curated experience. I mean, how are you feeling about that, Nick? Does that sound like what you want? $1,000
Exactly
console?
what I want. Yep. From a what does this mean for Xbox perspective? I think it means nothing. They won't sell a lot of this device. I don't think they will make a profit on every single one they sell, which is probably their goal. They'd like to make a profit on each one rather than sell at a loss. So no more loss leaders going forward, which I'm fine with. As I've said, gaming's been probably too cheap for too long. As a selfish consumer, this thing sounds like a dream console. As a selfish consumer.
Consoles. Did you hear Jez talking about it?
Yeah.
I assume they'll have a handheld.
Yeah, it was anywhere between. So, I mean, Dr. Lisa Su back in June said handhelds, laptops, consoles, PCs, cloud server blades. Like, those are all the things that will have full Xbox backwards compatibility. She's laid it out for everything. And then Jez was talking about OEMs that are all the way up to $2,000 and have insane specs. And then OEMs that are cheaper, closer to what we're used to. And then Xbox's own machine somewhere in the middle, whatever that ends up being.
Makes sense.
So
a swath of devices.
So she said that the ROG Ally is like a sort of a hint, a clue. Now, while I am still working on my video for the ROG Ally, the ROG Ally is very much, and we probably didn't talk about it, the three of us, about our experiences with the ROG Ally, but this thing is very much a PC.
Yep.
Which we've known from the start. It is 100% a PC. There is not a smidge of console in there, right? It is a PC first and foremost. Like Armory Crate is in a better state than the Xbox UI is. And obviously because Asus has had 3 years to massage it and evolve it and improve it and iterate on it, the Xbox One is still very new and it shows. But if this future hardware, so they said it's a clue, it's a small insight into the future. If this next Xbox, the one made by Xbox, is a very, very powerful and expensive console that somehow they have figured out a way to get the console OS,
It would not be the console OS.
That's why I said if they've somehow.
Well,
I said
I
if
think
they've somehow.
The hint is what we get with the full screen experience. If that becomes a fork of Windows, it's modern Windows more than the Windows 8 fork that the Xbox Series OS is. But it is Windows at its heart instead of being console at its heart again. But I think what they're going for is it's Windows, but we finally chop all the bullshit out to the point where our fork, while being Windows and getting you all your storefronts and all the options if you want them, can actually look and feel like a console. Because this doesn't look and feel like one. But that's not the console OS.
But isn't the console OS technically exactly what you're describing? It is a fork of Windows.
But it can't do... But the difference is getting it to actually do what Windows does without the bullshit. So to do that, they have to build it off of current Windows and
what do you mean by do what Windows does? What do you mean by that?
the current Xbox OS can't run Steam or any of that type of stuff.
I know. So we go all the way back to the start where I said, if they somehow figure out how to incorporate Steam, GOG, Epic, all that stuff into the console OS, we're both technically saying the same thing.
Well, no, because we're not. The base is PC. As Jez has said, the base is PC. That they're getting rid of the console fork. They're getting rid of the console dev environment. It'll just be PC.
I think if I were Microsoft, over the next, because these are coming 2027, so maybe they're working on, along with all this AI bullshittery, maybe the next version of Windows, as an example, is less finicky in terms of like being separated out in the way that a console needs, right? So like you can plug in certain aspects of the Windows modules and have the standard PC experience, and it uses all the blah and the gumph, or you can just use like a certain core part and it will do X, Y, and Z. And maybe that's the route they'll go as they head into like that era where you can sell and their devices across these OEMs will have this Xbox hardware, but it will have this specific version of Windows that has lots of things unplugged in a very similar way to what's been done now. That has
not all the update bullshit.
Not all the update. Yeah, exactly right. And then they'll be able to push forward from that going onwards. Because I had this. I can't remember who I was having this conversation with, but like, I think it might have even been on this show. I don't know, but like all of this stuff about AI and Windows and Copilot, and no one that is a gamer that has to use Windows to play things that require secure boot like Battlefield or COD or whatever wants any of this, really. I don't think. And I think Microsoft could make a hell of a killing by making a version of Windows that is purely about gaming, not about productivity. And
that's what the Xbox OS is.
I know, mate. But like, I'm trying to big picture here. They don't care about the Xbox OS. They want to make Windows the core because it has to run multiple stores, and you're not going to get Steam going, yeah, we'll make Xbox versions. It has to just be able to do it. And right now, that isn't the world they're living in. But there's also the problem they have.
And Xbox OS is really old Windows. It's not modern.
Is Windows 8 kernel?
It was pulled off. It was a fork from Windows 8.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, there's a lot that, and I'm nowhere near technical enough to break any of that down or think about how any of that works. But that's, if I was the boss man at Microsoft, I'd be thinking about this huge subsection of customers that spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on graphics cards and the latest monitors and all the fucking air cooling and shit. They're not working on an Excel spreadsheet or chatting to Copilot.
Just so you guys know, the current version of the Series XS OS is Windows 11 code base.
Wow. There you go.
Just saying. It's Windows 11 code base. It was Windows 8 back with Xbox One.
Yeah.
It has evolved since then.
But it's also not Windows.
When are we getting Windows 12? That's what I want to know.
Is it next year?
Is it?
I thought so.
I don't know. I don't think they've announced anything for it.
I just think they are playing with fire. If this next console that comes from them, or consoles, whatever the fuck, they are playing with fire if these devices first and foremost don't behave like a console. So by that, I mean, right now on my Xbox console, I simply select the game, I see the splash screen, and the game starts. When I go to do that on the ROG Ally, that is not how it works.
Nope.
I maybe find a way to select the game if I'm lucky, and then I select the game, and Jesse, that look is because, as I showed you a second ago, my controller wasn't even working. And then sometimes you'll start a game, and then it'll be like, you're wondering why it's taking so long, and it's because it's loading the other store in the background, and then it's because some executable is fucking going, and then maybe that executable fails, and you haven't seen it because you're not in that window.
PC gaming.
It is a fucking PC. So this next console can't even have a hint of that shit.
Every other store will always behave like that. Their own store might not.
So right now, Epic and Ubisoft are on the Windows Store.
Mhm.
It's
But it still only loads up their exe file.
Yeah, it's still technically the normal install that you would get off their website, but somehow it's been incorporated into the Windows Store. So my assumption is over the next year or two, Microsoft would probably need to at least work with Valve, EA, GOG,
Well,
and
they've
all
got
these others to maybe...
They've got the extensions with EA, Ubisoft, and Riot and stuff. So they've got that in there.
Yes.
I don't think Steam is
The
ever going to do
extensions
anything
are
else.
there.
Steam will never give a shit.
Yeah, but
Steam will only ever
why
work
though?
like this.
Yeah, but what I find odd
They're a
though,
monopoly.
is they're a monopoly as far as storefronts go, but what I find odd is it's in Steam and all these other guys' best interests to help these future Microsoft devices out.
Steam
Because
is shockingly small. Like the actual amount of people that work there is so small that I don't
No, I
know
get
that they
that.
would want to put the resources in for something they might see a few million units of.
Yeah, but like the thing with these PC storefronts is success for Xbox means success for them. So wouldn't it be in their best interests
You might be right,
to
Nick.
get this going? Like, so Xbox, as far as console goes, of all the PC storefronts, as far as console goes, Xbox is the main player. As far as all those PC storefronts go, Xbox is the only one that has a foot in the door in the console space. So it's in the best interest of Steam, because Steam Deck is never going to sell more than 3, 4, 5 million. Xbox has a chance to sell 10, 15, 20, 25 million. So if there's 25 million devices out there that can sell you a Steam game, isn't that in Steam's best interest to make sure that Steam runs well, looks good, is optimized for console, all those things?
Well,
so that way they're pinching sales off Xbox. It's like, well, fuck it. Let's make our store the best one on Xbox. That way people are buying the games off us and not off Microsoft.
It's all possible, but this is the thing. It's all on Microsoft and various businesses and different UIs and different design ethos to somehow merge together. I don't know if they're going to pull it off, but Gabe from Valve, he when he was asked back when these were launching, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox console, the Series consoles, he was asked which one would you get, and he was like the Xbox Series.
Xbox.
It's more powerful. It's a better console. He was just very, very matter of fact about it, But the thing is, there is not enough knowledge yet. We just don't know quite how they're going to pull all of this off. But like Sarah Bond said, the clues are there. Like the intent is there, but they have to somehow sort out all of that Windows gumph. I want it gone. I don't want to deal with it.
And that's why my very first comment was, if they can figure out a way to incorporate all those PC stores with the console OS, it would be dream come true tier, unbelievable stuff.
Yeah,
imagine booting up your Xbox right now and there's a Steam app, just like there's all the other apps on there, and you just click that app and there's your Steam stuff just there waiting for you to play. Oh my God, could you fucking imagine? And there's an Epic store, and all your stuff is just there. And there's a GOG store. Like, that would be
it's
GG's.
a game changer. But
It would be GG's. Like,
But
I would fucking go off.
Jez has said that they're shifting to the PC environment, not the console one anymore. So it wouldn't be the Xbox OS. It would be chopping Windows up enough so that you can make Windows feel like a console, at the very least, with their own store. With all the work Steam has put into Steam OS, I can't imagine they'd care about the Windows version of the app that much to do a ton of work around it.
I just find that odd, though, because it's in their best interest too.
They're a weird
So I just find that odd. It seems strange to me. Like, again, success for Microsoft with this next Xbox means success for Steam and GOG and Epic and all the rest of them.
Maybe it
So
will.
it just seems a bit strange not to. That's all.
We'll see.
Maybe I'm missing something. Am I missing something? Like, let's say
You're
this-
applying common sense, and that's perfectly
No,
okay.
it's not. It's not even about common sense. Maybe I'm missing something. If this next Xbox sells 30 million again, somehow, if this next family of consoles sells 30 million and it runs Steam, Steam right now has access to all the PCs in the world, 5 million Steam Decks. Would they not want another 30 million devices that can sell people Steam games?
Yeah, of course they would. That's what I mean. That is common sense.
Yeah. That's all I'm trying to get at. I'm just trying to say. That's why I said it's in their best interest.
The reason it's on Microsoft to solve, though, and not necessarily on Steam, is Steam is just a platform with which you buy computer games that run on Windows or Linux, that are an executable, right? And the problem of all the gumph that you see is, especially when you're going from the Xbox UI to Steam, is you're seeing Steam, okay, right, I'm loading up. Does this user own this game? Yes, they do. Okay, verified. Right. Okay, now I'll boot the game. Now I'll compile the shaders because I'm a PC game and I don't have console-like defined hardware. And then I'm in the game. Like, okay, Microsoft's new era is here. What does Steam do to change that? Right? Because it's not on them.
It would
The
pretty much
executable
be.
is going to remain the executable.
Do you
right?
want
It's
all the
on
storefronts
Microsoft.
always? Do you want all storefronts always loaded in the background? Then you don't have to wait for them to start up.
That's the sort of change. But
Yeah.
I don't see from a technical perspective what Steam could do outside of speeding that process up to make it feel more console-like. PC games are PC games. They're going to run in the same model.
Steam doesn't have to make it feel more console-like. When I was talking about them working with Microsoft, I'm talking about getting the store incorporated into that Xbox OS. I'm talking about that part of it.
Yeah.
And helping
okay.
Microsoft, so they help each other. Hey, how do we get Steam into that console OS so it just looked to the consumer using our Xbox? Steam just looks like an app, like all the other apps, and then we boot it up and all their games appear. Help us create that experience for our customers.
I don't think Microsoft wants people. I think they want them to have the option and they can talk about the option, but I think they want the default to be theirs. Because people just stick with the default, and if it's too easy to use the other ones, it will lead too many people to not using theirs. So I think there's still a company that wants all their money, and they want you to use the Microsoft Store first. But then Steam and the other stuff is there if you're the type of person that would use it. But they still want the casuals to always default to the Microsoft Store because that's where they get all the money.
So then why do this at all to begin with?
For us and for people like us and people that would use it and care. And they can advertise, hey, it's there, but also they know it's the dark practices thing. If there's any friction at all, the average customer is going to go with the default. What is the easiest thing to use? Oh, I can buy Monster Hunter Wilds on here. I can buy it on here. Christ, I got to load all this. I got to log in. I got to make an account here. No, I'm already logged in. I'm just going to do it over here on the Xbox thing. Like that's what they want. They want people to. They see the options and they can market with it. And for the people like us, we use everything cool, but we're still a small percentage. The vast majority of people are still like, I'm just going to use the default. That's why I think like Steam would care more than Microsoft at that point for trying to have that type of integration, like really tight integration that's easy to use. Because there's a zero.
That's right. That's what I was suggesting.
There's no cut for Microsoft if you use the other stores. They get 0%.
But what if they negotiated a cut?
They get 70% of the games that are theirs that they sell on the other stores.
Valve
But
is
yes,
not
I get it,
negotiating a cut. Couldn't care.
Yeah, they
less.
get 70%.
No, I'm saying
with Microsoft. I mean,
but even if it's a tiny one. So hey, if this Steam game is bought on the Xbox console, we get this tiny percentage of it.
it's already been done with Epic and all them. It is 0%, like the Epic Store and all that type of stuff. Like they've already got it set at 0. I can't imagine they'd try and change it with the position they're in.
It's an interesting and complex future, but I feel perhaps that our discussion on the topic is
12-hour long show.
Out.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Nick just wants to play his damn pumpkin game.
He does.
Oh man,
He's delighted.
I'm not joking. Like, I'm done with AAA games to a very large extent. Like, I find this shit more fun.
Can't blame you,
AAA
bro.
games.
I'm right there with you. Now, a quick heads up for
Superchats.
folks. I don't think we. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
yeah,
a couple
there's-
of Superchats.
we missed a lot of
There's
them.
been 3. There was a Jay Foley one a while ago.
Jay Foley, Nick just realized the power of CD keys. Jay Foley, I dug up my old CD keys account, and it still works on loaded.com. I've had CD keys since forever, and the reason I used to use CD keys back when they did Xbox games and PlayStation games. I haven't touched CD keys for years, but then I saw, was it Cody Bishop? Who was it in the chat that said it? I can't remember now. That said it's cheap on CD keys. I checked it out and saw it, and it was $4, so I bought it, and now I've got it. So I've already known CD keys, but yes, I'm very, very glad someone found how cheap Pumpkin Jack was, because I was not going to pay $45 for Pumpkin Jack. Iron Mike, we talked Iron Mike's one. Trev G Rev Razor with a $10 super chat. Morning, compadres. Hello from down under.
G'day,
Hello from Melbourne, Trev. How do you do? The Winter Shoulder, good friend of mine. I wonder what Xbox's hardware game plan will be around GTA 6 with next gen a few years away. It's a huge revenue and hardware boosting title for gaming. That is an interesting.
They make
one.
to
like,
order.
Like right.
I'm curious if they make more around that launch, once they know it's actually happening.
Like
Yeah.
right now, PlayStation is in the box seat in terms of that. In terms of that marketing integration, in terms of that alignment with their hardware sales and all that sort of stuff. PlayStation's in the box seat because they've got the PlayStation 5 Pro. PlayStation will be the best place to play GTA 6.
Yeah.
Unless Rockstar know the Xbox hardware intimately and really exploit the dev kit and everything the Xbox can do like Remedy does. That's why you see Remedy's games perform a bit better on the Series X and arguably competes with the PS5 Pro versions.
And then people
because
cry, I wonder
Remedy-
why it's doing this. Why is this so much better than the PS5? It's like, we know why. It's stronger.
Because all those buzzwords and shit that Microsoft was touting at the start of Gen, like what was that shader trick they've got where if it's not on screen, you
Sampler
don't see it. and it
feedback
hides it.
streaming.
Yes. All those tricks, they're not tricks. They're all real tools that a smart developer can implement to improve game performance and all those sorts of things. But if Xbox isn't your lead platform or you're not familiar with how to use all that shit, then you're not going to do it. And that's why you're seeing the versions being so similar. When you see a dev use that stuff, that's when you start to see Xbox versions shine. So unless Rockstar are intimate with that hardware and use it, then the PlayStation version will very much be the best version of GTA 6, which is... It's not going to help Microsoft out, is it? Don't know how much GTA 6 will help them.
It depends entirely on if they just make a bunch for it. Because right now they're in don't make a ton. We make a batch, we send it out. Once it sells out, we make a different batch between the digital and the not digital, and then we'll send the other one out.
It was BT Maverick. Sorry. It was BT Maverick that pointed
He's
out.
devastated.
Pumpkin Jack. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember. It was that early in the show. I couldn't remember. I'm sorry. But thank you for reminding me. So, yes, it was BT Maverick.
I
who
know
told me
Jay
about
Foley
Pumpkin
put
Jack.
a super chat in and you guys read it out. It's weird though because his community question this week was all about would it be the same version of Steam? Would you go to the Windows Store? You know, is it Windows Store? We literally just
We'll
had
talk about that
whole
when we get to it.
conversation.
But GTA 6 is going to be a very, very interesting title to see
But
what each version behaves like.
Yeah, we've gone over their hardware plans right now, and it is literally they just make them to order, and places that are very fast, low margin, fast turnover, like Costco and Sam's Club, aren't looking to stock something that they won't get a restock of for like 6 months. Like that's just not how they operate generally when they've got those types of things. So when it is GTA time, do they ramp it up? I don't know. I don't think there's any way to know. The only ones that would know are them. But if they're still in full on, we need margins mode, is it? Can you convince them? Because like Phil talked about, having to get that, we'll eat $1.5 billion we're going to make a ton of series right at the start of the gen. We're going to lose $1.5 billion because we think we'll make it up. And they don't do that anymore.
Small amount of breaking news. Halo Fest 2026 has been announced. See you in 2026, says Halo. There's a concert at Benaroya Hall in Seattle for December 11th, and then a convention at the Seattle Convention Center 2026, December 12th and 13th.
At the very end of the year. Okay, I was going to ask when, because they definitely wouldn't do this before anything's out. That's really late. Right. It's really late. So, I don't think there's any Halo
indication there.
felt like the end of year thing to me.
Always the one. If they're smart, it's the 25th.
Yeah, and Gears is like August, September. Fable can be midsummer. Forza's earlier. Like they got a lot to play with. Curious on Clockwork Revolution because it's still the game I care about the most out of all of those.
Yeah, can't blame you.
I care about Perfect Dark.
No, it's too late.
Even if they're still working on it, you have to wait another 3+ years.
I want to just do a little heads up for folks, particularly our Patreon community. So just a heads up, after the show today, we will be just jumping into Discord
and I'll put up I'll stream it to an unlisted YouTube again for people that aren't on the Discord.
Yes, if you're not on the Discord, and if you want to be able to watch it on Patreon via your membership and you're not in the Discord, you'll be able to watch it there. We're just going to have a chat. So you guys will be able to jump in on the microphone, ask us some questions, talk about like what we've been up to, what
or type them in if you don't want to talk.
Yeah, if you're a shy sort, you can just type it in the chat box and we'll just have a little chit chat. What the hell? I presume this is Tom Henderson in the chat because I recognize the snow bike. The long sensation. Looking forward to you guys being invited to Halo Fest. Psych. Wow.
It is Tom. I'm just surprised that's his name. I'm surprised that's the underlying name of his.
Yeah, it's doing the weird thing where it's showing like your actual name instead
of
the
raw name.
Yeah.
It's been switching back and forth actually.
Mm-hmm. It's really weird.
It's actually been switching back and forth. But that is Tom because he's got the XboxEra thing and he's a moderator. So it is the real Tom. And it's got the tick for YouTube. Yeah. So he's got a lot of subscribers on his YouTube channel that he doesn't really stream too much anymore.
Nope. It's his
too old. Couldn't play the games anymore.
Also, as a fun little thing that we really did throw together last minute, but next time hopefully it'll be a little bit more fleshed out. We have a new segment today that we're going to participate in. God, it's like Fortnite and pumpkins.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that now, and we're going to look to do this
cool
because it's quick and easy. But yeah, let's jump into that.
Hitting that button.
Oh, we're not talking about any other news.
Yeah, I don't know why OBS for some reason just completely erased the thing I made for Don't Read the Comments section. I'll have to remake it again. And just had it go back to being the game show one. Sorry. New segment, Don't Read the Comment section.
Yeah, because unfortunately we have to. Every video we put up, every Twitter post we make, we read everything. And sometimes people are mean. Sometimes people are fucking weird. Sometimes people are funny. So we thought we would start collecting some of the more curious comments from the wider public, the wider gaming public, and just read them out and collect them for every week. Because why not? This week, there's some comments on the Halo campaign Evolved reveal. Some of them are a little bit unhinged. The first one, I think, is probably my favorite because this person's created an entire account all about Jesse. What do they have to say? What is their name?
The only message they'll ever have gotten to send to us, because they were immediately blocked after this forever, was when I co-streamed the Halo reveal, their name Jesse Sucks /R3D, and they said can't wait for the 10 out of 10.
Wow.
Mega boost.
Mega boost coming in.
It's all about that mega boost. Like, what's the point in us? What's even the point in us having Xbox in our name if we're going to give Xbox games shit scores?
Yeah, like,
What's the point,
man? Who would do that?
Like, if PlayStation Lifestyle and fucking PlayStation Universe and all the others can just give everything a 9 and a 10 out of 10, why can't we give Xbox games 9s and 10s?
Well, Tom
We
Henderson
should be allowed.
Tom Henderson twisting the knife here. Jesse Sucks is assuming you'll be getting a code. Ay.
I mean, review code we're fine on. It's preview events we never get in on.
Yeah. Well. The next one is from Bacon Life 09S, who decided to pull out a quote from Mr. Phil Spencer and said, "When we lose our way with Halo, we lose our way with Xbox." Phil Spencer. Glad I sold my Xbox consoles. Okay. People are in their fields. We understand.
I have one guy.
He has a point. He does have a point. Having said that, when he was talking about losing his way with Halo, he wasn't talking about porting it to other platforms. He was talking about making shit Halo games.
Yeah.
Effectively. Which Infinite isn't. Infinite's
But
not
it was on
shit.
its way to if they hadn't delayed it.
And the remake looks incredible.
Need some music for a new segment.
But I
Wasn't the
understand
smoothest new
sentiment.
segment opening. I feel bad.
No.
No, but did you see how fucking excited everyone got when they
It was
thought
like
it was
3
what
people,
year by
and then
year?
75 others
Oh.
left and stopped
All
watching.
the chat was like,
All the
yes,
chat.
it's back, yeah.
It's not true.
It was like 2 people.
The truth is in the dream said no multiplayer, $80 price tag. I mean, both of these, one we haven't had a price announced, right? And 2, there is multiplayer technically
Mm-hmm.
because there's co-op, split screen, or 4-player cross-play co-op.
Okay, so question to the truth is in the dream. What about all the other single-player games that don't have multiplayer and charge $70 and $80?
And we don't know what the
Halo's
price of this
different.
game is even.
Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, that Halo is treated so differently to fucking every other game on Earth. So, where was the outrage when The Last of Us ditched multiplayer? Because we had it in the first game.
Especially because they
everyone
said
loved
it was coming
Factions,
with
allegedly.
2, and then it was becoming its own release, and then it was just nothing.
And then just nothing. Like, where was the outrage? We had, Uncharted has multiplayer in all of them. Multiplayer's been in Sony's releases for years. They're ditching it all now. Why? Where's the fucking outrage? And they've upped their prices and taken away multiplayer from all their games. Where's the fucking outrage? Just, come on, consistency. You know I miss the consistency.
Keep the same
Be consistent.
energy.
Be consistent, and then no one can complain. Just be consistent.
There was one other one from this I really want to put in there, John. I know it doesn't fit the Halo thing.
Okay. Well, what is it? Is it the one that
It's going to have some naughty words.
Yeah. Okay. We'll save that for last because
That'd
it's
be
not
last.
related to Halo, but we just cracked us up. John H. Guedes says Xbox RIP. Okay. So, yep. All right. Fair enough. Everyone's feeling
There's
it.
that one in here.
But our favourite, easily our favourite, which hopefully Jesse will
I've got it ready to
find.
go. Yeah.
You got it ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got it on the screen, so I can't read it out. So you want to read this one? Because
From either I or L_duo on our Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed game set after the Ubisoft canceled an Assassin's Creed game headlines episode said, "You are nothing. Not even worth the very fringe of YouTube history. Destined to suck the flaccid in the shadows." And the beep was cocks. We are destined to suck flaccid cocks in the shadows. I raise emoji.
Wow. I mean,
Is he talking about us, though, or is he talking about Ubisoft?
No, it's just you are. It's to us about our own, like a comment on our show. You are nothing. Not even worth the very fringe of YouTube history, destined to suck flaccid cocks in the shadows, which means we're very bad at giving BJs because they never get hard.
Yep. Just flaccid all the time, no matter how much we slurp. What is going on with my TV? That's weird.
I don't know. I reckon I'd be all right at it.
Thanks, mate.
Is that something you have to reckon?
Guys know what we like, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, guys know what guys like. I think I'd be pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I have a terrible gag reflex when I'm brushing my teeth, so I bet I'd be terrible.
Oh, God. Anyway, there you go.
That's part of the charm. That's part of the attraction.
Yeah, people want that noise.
The
Gok 3000.
Right. No, come on. We're getting off wildly off here. That is the fledgling first ever iteration of. Don't read the comment section.
It might not happen every week because we don't always have spicy videos, but you never know.
You never know. There's always some bullshittery out there. But we'll do our best, boys and girls. We'll do our best.
I don't know. I like Tier Maker more.
Tier Maker is like an hour long, hour and a half plus. What we should do is do a Tier Maker once a month, and then that can be its own show.
I don't know. I reckon Tier Maker is elite. I
love Tier Maker. I think it's
content.
a great idea.
I think we could fit Tier Maker into the show if it's no more than 5 things.
When Jesse and I did Tier Maker, that was elite content.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm fine doing it. We can set it up in 2 seconds.
The chat got involved. The chat were fucking responding to the.
Should be its own video,
not in the podcast. What are they called, Jesse? The polls. They were ripping into me. Mate, it got everyone talking. The milkshake brought everyone to the yard. The Tier Maker milkshake.
I'm down, but it should be its own show. But anyway, we'll discuss this in our Patreon town hall.
We can't even do the movie show consistently. How are we going to now do a Tier Maker show too?
We're going to find a way, mate, because we have to.
Every time I keep saying, should we do the movie show? And then we don't do it. How are we going to now do, hey, should we now do the Tier Maker show, the movie show, and the normal show this week? How?
All right, mate. Well, let's talk about it with our Patreon community after the show. Yeah,
I want to talk about it now.
No.
I want everyone to see I want everyone to see how the sausage gets made. It helps them connect with us. When we air Dirty Laundry live, it helps people understand that we are genuine and authentic.
Genuine and authentic people.
We are our authentic selves, as the kids like to say these days. We are our truest selves when we air the Dirty Laundry live on air.
Nick, what if I if I quickly set up a What Year, My Dear, and we played that?
Is there Dirty Laundry?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on,
I want a Tier Maker of Nick's rumors. Ooh, Tier Maker of my rumors.
God.
That'd be a good one. I got a recent Fortnite one too that I haven't mentioned as yet. A recent Fortnite collab that I am aware of that should be coming down the line. Anyone want to know?
You could not sound more desperate.
Anyone interested in finding out about a future Fortnite collab?
All right.
It's not a bad one.
I'm going to hit.
Not sure how it would work.
I'm making this decision to do it. I'm hitting. What year, my dear?
Oh, wait. I don't have my iPad.
All right, we're back. iPad. What year, my dear?
Why are we doing this now?
Because you said everyone demanded it, and then you clapped your hands. You were so excited at the thought.
I'm already seeing fire emojis in the chat.
Yep, people want it. We're gonna do it.
I have to get my iPad.
Yeah, go for it. I gotta set this up. All right, I gotta get this. You can see the scoreboard in the way it normally is, but now I'm gonna hide that. You see, people want to see how the sausage is made. This is the game show. I kept everything for it. It's all right there. Yeah, we're gonna scroll down a little, and it makes it all fit. I don't know why your name's yellow now, but whatever. What year, my dear? Category is not survival horror games. Category is Warner Bros. Games. I don't want you to give me that face, John. Nick made it very clear. Everyone wants this, so we're going to do it.
Okay.
And
it's
nobody,
just, if we're doing a Patreon town hall after this
is not going to take long. All right, number 1.
Wait, man. I'm like, oh my
Shut
God.
the fuck up. All you got to do is write a goddamn year in like 25 seconds from now. You're fine. What year did Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment release Monolith Productions' The Matrix Online on PC? The Matrix Online by Monolith Productions, now closed.
I can't even find my calculator.
I thought you were about to say Shadow of Mordor.
I literally can't even find my calculator app.
Are you drunk?
Where is it?
Oh, that's not the music that plays behind this. There we go.
So the Matrix Online, that's a PC-only thing.
It was a PC-only game by Monolith. It wasn't great, but people loved it.
God.
Give me your answer in 5.
I'm trying to think
4.
when the Matrix was relevant
3,
and would have
2,
mattered.
1. All right, Nick has his year up. John, what's yours? 3, 2. It is here. Hey, Nick nailed it. Plus 3 points. 2005.
Oh my God, I pulled a John.
Yep.
I pulled the John. I pulled the year out of my ass and got it.
All right, gonna go with everyone's favorite thing to talk about in gaming. What year did Lego Harry Potter years 1 to 4 release on literally everything? PC, DS, PS3, PlayStation Portable, Wii, and 360. From Traveler's Tales.
Oh, Wii and 360 gen.
Yeah, and PS3.
That changes things a little bit.
It was DS, Wii, PS3, PSP, 360, Windows. Gentlemen, give me your years in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 09 and 06. Closer without going over is 1. John Sikamiki Nico Clark, as it was 2010. The score is now 3-1.
Thought I might have gone too early.
Gentlemen, what year did one of the best games of the generation known as Batman Arkham City release? Joker. I'm fucking dead,
Shit.
Batman.
I'm either off by a year here or I'm dead on. Shit, I'm taking a gamble.
Give me a year in
I'm either
5, 4.
I'm off by
3,
a year or I'm dead
2, 1.
Oh, it's 2010, isn't it?
3 points for both.
2010.
It was 2011.
Oh, it was 2011.
Yep.
I thought, do I go 10? Shit, lucky I didn't. Okay.
Ooh, one of my favorite Lego games. What year did Lego Marvel Superheroes come out on the Xbox One generation?
Oh, shit.
So not the original. I think it was like 360 and all them before. But Level Marvel Superheroes
This is gonna be.
for Xbox One.
This is gonna be close.
Give me your years in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck off.
2013.
Oh,
Because it was a
launch
360
year.
game. Yeah. It was a trick. It was a port.
Damn.
All right, gentlemen.
Okay.
What year did Middle Earth Shadow of War release?
Ooh, I see what you did there.
The off-the-righted sequel that was actually fantastic. It was a great game. It was just a little
You
too long.
shifty bugger.
Xbox One, PS4, PC, and iOS and Android. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
Shifty bugger.
According to Wikipedia.
I think,
Give me your
I think
years.
I'm off by a year.
In 3, 2, 1.
I think I'm off by a year.
Taking a commanding lead is one Nick, as it was in fact 2017. He is now up 9-4.
I thought I might have gone early. I thought I might have gone early. I try and err on the side of being a touch early so I don't go over and potentially get a point. That is my strategy.
What year, in another game that was supposed to be reviewed by Ursel but was never, did Harry Potter Quidditch Champions release on the PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC? Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. This was
This is
supposed
a
to be
surprisingly
reviewed by
recent
Ursel.
game.
Give me your years in
This is a
5,
surprisingly
4,
recent game.
3, 2, 1. John nails it. It was 2024.
Ah, fuck. Oh, I was right about the fact that it's recent.
Yep.
Oh, it's just not recent enough for me.
All right. We're gonna go with a little bit of NetherRealm Studios. What year did Injustice 2 release on the Xbox One, PS4? And it also had an iOS and Android version. Give me your years in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You were both a year too late. It was 2017.
Ah! Shit.
All right.
That's a big gap between 1 and 2.
We are gonna go.
That's a big gap.
Yep. We are gonna go back to Monolith. What year did Guardians of Middle-earth release on PS3 and Xbox 360? If I remember correctly, it was the MOBA Lord of the Rings game.
This is. I'm pulling a John here.
Give me your years in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm pulling a total John here. What?
We are in sync today, bro.
2012, not 2009.
How are we guessing the same years every time?
All right. You know, maybe we'll call this the last one with a 2-point lead for Nick. What year did
So I've got to get this, or I'm
Fear
fucked.
2 Project Origin release in the 360 PS3 era from Monolith? Fear 2 First Encounter Assault Recon 2 Project Origin. Give me your years in 3, 2, 1. Oh, he's done it! Nick loses. John wins. 2009. John has won. 10-9.
Literally didn't even retype a guess. I just left it.
I don't know when Fear 2 released. I was guessing.
John wins.
Fatality.
Okay.
All right.
There, we got a quick what year, my dear, out of it.
All right.
So hopefully people are happy.
Everyone happy?
No one's ever happy.
We only lost 70 odd people watching.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fine.
what happens every time, Nick, by the way. I just
Everyone
wanted
loves
to I
it.
just wanted to show that again. Nobody ever stays around for the game shows.
I'll tell you what they will stick around for, though, because one of the perks...
No, they left way faster for this than the game shows.
Yeah. One of the perks being a Patreon supporter of XboxEra is that you get the ability to ask a question every week. And we really value you, which is why that, despite the fact that it's just a question, it's paragraphs at a time nowadays. But we're fine with it because we love you. So if you want to support...
how much, to give you an idea of how much we value our patrons,
tell us, Nick, how much?
as well as our general community, I have spent almost this entire episode
Playing
focusing on Pumpkin Jack, on the acquisition of and playing of Pumpkin Jack. I am so glad I googled that game because I'm playing it as we speak, and this will be discussed on next week's show for the What Have We Been Playing segment. And you know I have, because there's the proof. You know I've been playing it. On my ROG LIX.
Xbox LIX.
Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored.
The Asus Republic of Gamers Xbox LIX.
The Asus Republic of Gamers Xbox
It is funny, as a corporate branding, they get
Handheld
really
PC
mad
games.
if you say ROG or Roger. It is ROG, because it's those words.
Roger.
And those words are
Who says
important.
Roger?
Ally.
A lot of
Who
people
says
say Roger.
Roger?
That's Senor
Says
Bean,
Roger Ally.
Jeff Grubb. Yeah, they're all about the Roger.
Ah.
You know, Ray, I
Man,
don't
this
think
is
we
such
need
a-
him to review Pumpkin Jack. No.
This is a cool game. This is a PS2 generation ass game, and I'm here for it. I like this. This was made by one dude named Nick. What a fucking gun. What a fucking gun.
Don't say that
Is
in
that
America.
gun?
Get tackled. Turns out it's
Yeah,
a
in Australia,
Doritos
you
bag.
can say it. Shout out to Nicholas,
Are you sad?
who made
changed
Pumpkin Jack.
I changed up the community questions music without thinking about it, John. Do you want your piano?
No, I don't mind. I'm not that fussy. But let's dive into community questions this week. Nick, if you're playing, I'm happy to do the reading, mate. You can just carry on in your own little world.
No.
Frog hogs.
I'll pause it and go back to it. We are going to the form You first.
Mr. J.
We are warm for our form. Jay Foley. Hey guys. I've been thinking about the Windows Store recently. If the plan is to make a hybrid console, I would assume they could use the Windows Store for the one-stop shop for the new console and PC for buying games. My question is, would the version that goes to Steam be the same version you guys think would go to the Windows Store? Also, you think with the talks of Windows 12 being next year, that maybe the Windows Store is being updated for Windows 12 and not 11? Well, this falls in line with what we were discussing earlier. My dream scenario would be the Xbox console OS. They find a genius way to integrate those PC stores into it.
A lot of it would be they have to always be open. As long as they're always open, then you don't have that whole process of I've clicked a game to start it and now I'm waiting 20 seconds.
Okay, so I tried that on the Republic of Gamers Xbox LIX. I tried leaving all the stores open in the background while I ran the other OS. It went okay for a little bit, and then little quirks and problems start to seep their way in, and it becomes a very...
With Steam, you got to go in and tell it to not use the Xbox button. Otherwise, it will take control of your Xbox button and open Steam every time you press it. Drives me crazy.
True story.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that...
And some games, it will also... Steam controller input will take over your controller. And so if you're using games from another platform... Steam's a pain in the ass in the long run. Also...
Oh, I fucking hate Steam.
The Ubisoft Connect will not let you be logged in at two places at once. It will automatically log you out if you're on your computer, and then you log in on your handheld, kicks you out of the computer, and you have to fully log in again.
This is my handheld. Annoying. This is my PC, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steam sucks. You know, I tried to run Nights, because I own Nights into Dreams on Steam, and I tried to run it, and it wouldn't fucking run. Like, it just kept cracking the shits and wouldn't do it. I fucking hate Steam, man.
Yeah, and the reason the Windows Store versions are different from Steam is because quite often, and it was the guy who made Demon Tilt, and I should be getting Xeno Tilt from him. It's fun to just talk to someone and be like, oh yeah, I got to figure out how to do that again. I forgot how to make review codes. But he's like, yeah, my game just showed up on the Windows Store and I never did anything. He didn't do any programming. He just clicked the button for the Game Pass deal to be Play Anywhere, and they did it. So it's like Microsoft, I think Microsoft knows the moment you put any more friction into getting anything on their store or in their ecosystem, some people will just zone out of it. And so that's why you get those different versions, because they're doing the work.
Yeah. Look, I'm still praying. I may send Jason, Ronald, and Phil a sneaky message to find out what is going on, to see where my level of excitement should be. If Jason, Ronald, and Phil come back with good news, we'll see how we go there. Okay.
We had over 300. Now we're down to 240. People hate game shows, Nick.
I'm actually shocked we're at that many.
I know. I thought it would drop a lot more.
I think that's great. No, but like lately we've barely hit 240 as a peak full stop, even during the main part of the show. So that's actually good. I'm glad more people are watching us.
The co-stream I did yesterday was more views than we normally get on a podcast. I think the timing has a lot. It's Saturday night for most people. They're out doing stuff.
It's also especially funny given what I said before the show. Now, next question. TiberiusMonk. Hello, XboxEra. I hope you're doing well as we wind down towards the end of the month of horror and spookiness. What was the first scary moment in a video game that genuinely gave you the creeps? For me, it was the segment in The Last of Us where Ellie encounters David in a snowy lakeside lodge, and he chases her with the threat of doing something unspeakable. That part really creeped me out.
All right, let us answer before you get into the positive thing. It's very different tonally. I would say the first really creepy thing is we had a not finished basement, but we cleaned it up enough, and then we brought down a CRT in the PlayStation, and I think we're playing Resident Evil 2 and being chased by that big asshole in a very dark basement was that got me pretty good.
What about you, John?
I think I've told this story before, but first ever real creepy moment for me was playing Black and White 2 on PC, and the developers have programmed in names. So if you put your save game name in as John, I'm just playing, and then the speakers just go, John. I was like, what the fuck? I was only little. It really freaked me the fuck out. I don't know what was going on there. It was very scary. Yeah, that's a fond gaming memory there.
I'm trying to think of the first game that like scared me. Condemned on 360.
It was probably the
Good
first
choice.
one that didn't let you skip cutscenes.
The mannequins, and you turn around and the mannequins have shifted, and I'm like, bro, fuck off.
No,
I'm like, no,
not want.
I am not doing this. I am not doing this. So I turn around and I turn back again, and they've changed. I'm like, bro, no,
You wouldn't
I'm
do
not
good.
doing this.
A lot of those,
I was like, fuck.
man.
the co-op PC games where you're like trying to do the extraction stuff. They love that mechanic of the things can only move when you're not looking at them. And the noises they make that mechanic. It's like the weeping angels in Doctor Who, if you ever watch that, where they can't move if you're looking at them. They're like stuck in quantum indecision.
That mannequin section, I remember getting through that thinking, and then I'm in a bathroom getting like fucking pain pills, wherever it was in Condemned.
Yeah.
There was like a mirror, right? And I open up the thing, and then I close it, and there's a fucking dude just standing up.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking so scary, man. Condemned was such a fucking good
How
game.
much VR did you play? Because really good VR horror is the absolute worst especially if you've got like decent headphones, or even the one that's on the Quest 3 is all right, and shit's like behind you and whispering and making noises, and you have to turn and look at it. It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not
Typically
fun.
don't play horror for that reason. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Condemned is the first time I remember being genuinely creeped out or scared in a game. There's obviously games that have been PT scary as fuck. Dead Space. Lots of scary games out there, but fucking Condemned, man.
That's an incentive, Rayoid. We make enough money. I'm going to force John to play something scary. They're in the charity stream.
Second part of the question. Thanks, XboxEra, for being a beacon of sanity in a gaming space that so often goes off the rails. May your Halloween season be a spooky good one, and may John's war on Halloween be eternal. I pity the next 16-year-old that shows up to John's place asking for candy. Take care.
Straight.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Appreciate
Thanks.
Thanks heaps, mate.
Next question. CJAD93. Hey, gents. Hope you're all doing well. I'm sure there's been plenty of questions and discussion about Halo already, but just wanted to add my input. I think the remake looks stunning, and can't wait to play it with my mate, who I've speed ran the game countless times, at least 50. I'm sure some people will have their panties in a bunch over the whole going to PS5 thing, but we all knew it was coming, and frankly, who cares anymore? Hopefully, making the game available to more people will mean a bigger and brighter future for Halo. Have a great weekend, gents.
Thanks, CJ. I agree.
I don't know.
Developers like people playing their games.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like what it means. I don't like anything about it. Nothing.
You only like streamers that are family men, even if they harass women all the time on their channel.
I want my toys for myself. I don't want to share my toys.
How Greek of you.
I don't like it.
He doesn't like
PlayStation fanboys can POQ. Do you know what POQ stands for?
Nope.
piss off quick.
Piss off quick.
There you go.
Okay, then I did.
It's a British Australian combination. Of,
Yeah. There's a bit of alignment there.
Yeah. We
PlayStation fanboys
That
can
came to mind, but I've never heard of it before.
PlayStation fanboys can GAGF. GAGF. Come on, John. You have to know
Go and
GAGF.
get fucked.
Yeah. GAGF. Okay. On to the forum. Jesse brother. Happy podcast 286, fellas. let me reveal one of my least favourite things as someone who used to be a huge Red Sox fan, and that's in this year's World Series. I'll be rooting for the Toronto Blue Jays. Ugh. That hurt to say, but it's still better than the friggin' LA Dodgers. Plus, it's a team from Ursul's country, and they can't seem to win it all in their sport anymore.
Nope.
So hopefully they can win Americas, which will piss off the orange guy. And now I need to do... Do they do the baseball as a series, like a best-of series?
Yeah, best of 7.
And the Blue Jays fucking destroyed them in the first one, didn't they?
Yep. Absolutely.
They
pummeled
They
them.
absolutely fucking pumped them.
Yeah, so they do like best. They do one best of 3, then a best of 5, and then a couple best of 7s throughout the tournament. Memory serves.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, baseball is all about being way too long.
And yeah, they've shortened the game, haven't they? Now they've made some changes to shorten the game.
They enforce that you can't just spend a minute in between pitches. You have to actually get up there on the mound and pitch.
Good. And now I need to do maybe my least favorite thing, and that is agree with Nick. Keeper is so not true to its name, at least for me so far. Though I really like Double Fine and Tim Schafer, so I'm hoping my mind can be changed. Which brings me to this week's question for the now successfully moved Mr. Clark. At what point does Keeper click? Because about an hour in, it is a sloppy slog thus far. I played it a bit more yesterday. Doesn't change much.
Can you do me a favour to answer this question? And we'll bring in someone far more adorable and lovely than me to help answer it. Jesse, would you be so kind as to load up my Twitter feed? Like my personal account?
Okay.
My daughter, who is 8, and
I saw that.
Her second ever video game in Keeper earlier today. And she did it all by herself, bar 2 points where I had to just nudge her in the right direction. But she gave a general summary, and I don't want to spoil it for you. I would say about 2 and a bit hours in will be a big game-changing moment. But an hour in, you should already be at the time manipulation segment, which is super interesting and cool.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, listen to what Harriet has to say.
I'm going to go to desktop audio to get it.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
It's such a lovely game. Harriet, you've just rolled credits on Keeper. What did you think?
I think it's really, really good.
Yeah? What's really good about it? What made you laugh?
What made me laugh is...
Are we meant to be hearing this?
The noises that the birds make. Like, it's really adorable. And throughout the game, I really like this portal thing and like the racetracks.
Oh, a little bit of a spoiler there, but I don't think too much of a spoiler. Did the game make you feel anything?
It made me feel really, really sad and really, really happy at the same time because they've lost Twig, but he's went with his family where he belongs. But now, since we're king of the mountain, we now get to see Twig all the time.
Yeah. Okay. What do you have to say to the people that made it?
They are awesome.
They are awesome. You hear that, Double Fine? Apparently, you're awesome.
It's a really good game. I love it.
Aww. What about Gizmo? Does he love it? There you go. That's Harriet's thoughts. That'll do.
He's asleep.
Oh, okay, let's leave him.
Wow.
That's all I have to say,
That
Trav.
was pure spoilers, John.
Very light. Very light. But honestly, it's a fucking great game.
I played it more yesterday to try and get through it more. Got another achievement, one of those side achievements that you get. I don't know. It's still...
Just get to that point. Just get to the point.
It's like 5 hours, Nick. Just get through the game.
It's a 5-hour game, and about 2 and a bit hours in, you'll suddenly be like, what the fuck? And then you'll be like, what? And then it'll do that to you again and again.
Yeah, I get that, but you're still ultimately a big, slow lighthouse walking
No.
around.
No. There you go. All right. No, you're not. How about you play the fucking game?
No, I'm going to tell you what the game is like, Mr. Who reviewed it and has beaten it. I'm an hour in. I haven't even seen the first mechanic, and I know better.
Like,
You twat.
I'd be
It is-
surprised
it
if
is-
it's as good as Pumpkin Jack.
It is really good. Like
I'd give
play it.
Maximo a
Keep-
5 out of 10.
Pumpkin Jack is something else.
6 out of 10.
This is...
All right, I'm going to
this is
start
as
reading the next
close-
one from Hytham G. Before
no,
my
hold on.
statement... Oh, okay.
Before my statement and question on Halo, I watched 2 horror movies that are something called Substance and Bring Her Back. And man, they're oppressively, horrifically, and depressing movies. But here is my statement down below is this.
Hello.
Down below.
Substance and Bring Her Back are both fantastic. Though we finally see Halo Campaign Evolved getting a port to PS5 by next year, and hopefully it will come to Switch soon, but are we going to see the previous Halo games go multiplat, like MCC, Halo 5 Guardians, Halo Infinite, Halo Wars 1 and 2, Spartan Assault, and pretty much I named every Halo game to come to the PS5 and Switch soon, hopefully. And what is holding these games back to go multiplat? Is it the engine, the monetization? What is preventing these games to go multiplat? But your Jen's take on that?
ROI.
And ROI, yeah.
It's always about how much money can you make off of it, and the fact that they were not allowed to monetize Halo MCC, Pierre's first triumph, is why you don't see that game anywhere else or getting any more content, because Halo fans suck.
I still think Master Chief Collection makes sense to port everywhere. I still
doesn't
think
have any
Master Chief
monetization.
Collection makes sense. I know, but it would sell a fuck ton. How about you just sell a bunch of copies and gain
we live in an
the
industry
revenue?
where they'll quite happily charge you $70 every time for one game, then give you 6-7 games for $70, mate. That is the new world we live in.
And they can't even charge. It's only $40 on PC and Xbox and everything. Like, if they make it more than that on other platforms, people lose their shit.
Anyway, what's the rest of the question?
PS.
My man, Pierre, man. How many times have I said Pierre? My man. PS. I watched the video by a game journalist on YouTube named Mystic Ryan, not a bad guy, who is a PlayStation fan mostly as far as he is a multi-platformer, and he also spoke to 2 Halo developers on the future of Halo games moving forward going multiplat, and he is not like Dreamcast guy Xbox bashing clickbait self when it comes to his liking of PlayStation. In fact, watch the video and skim through if you like, so yeah, that.
Yeah, Mystic.
We've talked about Mystic Ryan before. He is good. He is probably arguably one of the better, if not the best, PlayStation content creators. So it's not surprising that Halo developers spoke to him, because he's got a massive YouTube channel and he's not rage baiting.
Is it as big as XboxEra?
No.
I'm kidding. He's got like 820,000 subs.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was going to say he's not as big as XboxEra. He's far, 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 far bigger. So it's not surprising that they chose him. Because he's also like good.
Yeah.
Like he's not.
It's just
there's
game
no
coverage.
fanboyism. Yeah, there's no fanboyism. There's no console warring. There's no anything like that. Sort of like my friend Radek, Real Radek, who is now starting to appear on the podcast scene a little bit. I was actually tempted to reach out to Radek to be on this episode to give that PlayStation fan perspective on Halo coming to PlayStation. I was actually tempted to have him on, but it was probably too last minute to organise. But yeah. Next question. 99 Rukin. Hey, before I start my question, I just want to say this. To all the people complaining about Halo sprinting, just shut the fuck up already. You're like the COD community who complain about everything. Mind you, I believe every character skin should carry over to every game. Just had the option to turn skins off.
Never happened.
For my question, who do you think will acquire WB? For once, I don't want Microsoft to buy them. If they were going to acquire anyone, I still say Nexon as a publisher and Crytek and Respawn Entertainment from EA as studios. Thoughts? Well, I wanted WB for Microsoft before ABK happened. I would have preferred WB.
You're not getting much out of WB Studios because you're not, unless you buy the whole thing, you're not getting DC and all the IP.
Yeah.
That's what my assumption was. They buy all of it. That was my assumption.
But you have to buy the studios and everything with that. They would never give up their IP. Yeah. And the Xbox.
That's right.
Microsoft was never going to buy that.
Why?
They're not in entertainment like that.
It doesn't.
They're not buying a movie studio.
they were looking at that at one point.
Oh yeah, it was never going to happen.
And that's
though.
why I thought,
It's not AI now,
WB
mate.
would be a perfect fit. That's why I thought WB would be so perfect, because they get the streaming service, HBO Max, they get the movie studios and TV studios, they get the game studios, they get all that IP, they get everything. It would have been such a perfect fit for Microsoft. But you know, that
WB's
don't
games
have those sorts of
combined-
smart people running Microsoft.
All of WB's games combined make less than COD does in a year. That's why.
Shout out
Don't
to
care about Nick.
I
shout
understand
out,
that.
Shout out to Kale, who's just pledged and joined the Patreon. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. Thanks for
Kyle.
the support.
I understand purely from how much money does it make perspective. It's not ABK, but then it wouldn't have cost 80 billion. Wouldn't have put us on the direction we're on now. What?
If you're buying all
ABK
of it, it's
wouldn't-
going to be. They just turned down 55.
I still don't think it would have been 70 or whatever.
It was 67. They turned down 55. Would have been pretty close.
And I still think you get more for your money.
You don't.
Why?
Not even close. Not for video games.
Why?
Because Activision, Blizzard, and
But that's
King
what I'm
all
saying.
print money.
Microsoft, greater Microsoft, gets more for their money. If they're getting movie studios, they're getting TV, they're getting games, they're getting
I don't think they want movie
so much
studios,
IP. They're getting everything. I just think they're getting so much more for their money.
I don't think they have any interest in movie studios.
And suddenly they could have struck back for Street Fighter 4 and had Mortal Kombat as fucking exclusive. The biggest video game
They didn't want
fighting game
anything
on the planet.
exclusive.
Yes, they did.
Not in the
And
long
then the
run.
FTC trial fucked everything up. They did want it exclusive, and Mortal Kombat would have been fucking huge.
The shift wasn't
for
the
the fighting
FTC
game
trial.
community.
The shift was the 30% company-wide targets, which happened at similar timing. The plan was always this in the long run. Because
No, it wasn't.
in 10 years, console gaming, as we know, it's pretty much gone. And they know that. And
No,
that's
it's
why
not.
they weren't doing that. Nick.
No, it's not.
All video
Nintendo
game discussion
would-
is still console wars coded, no matter what people want to say.
Nintendo would laugh at that comment.
Nintendo is diversifying into movies and theme parks because it's the only way they can grow. Nintendo lost having 300 million hardware units out there to have a still very cool 150 million, but it's not what they used to have when they were both handheld and console.
Leveraging IP is not a new thing. They made a Super Mario Brothers movie in the fucking 80s.
And it was
Like leveraging
they've never
IP
done
is
it
not
this way
new.
because it's the only way they can grow and get more money is to go outside of gaming. Look at the Morbius
tried
guy making a
mobile.
Zelda movie. Come on. Nick.
Next question. Good old Collingwood. Hello, John, Nick, and Jesse. Did you see Splinter Cell Deathwatch?
Not
yet.
I wouldn't mind
It
making that a
is
second
on-
Netflix.
Yeah, it is on streaming services.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. I said it's on streaming services.
Just
I
say
said
Netflix.
that.
Too
I
obvious.
plan to watch it. I need to watch it at some point. But it's there. It's ready to
I've
go.
been working in the background. Now it's time for Name a Game. Hitting that button. I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I do want to see it though. It looks cool. Not. I mean, they. I don't mind that they've used Liev Schreiber.
Yep.
As
Michael Ironside's
Sam Fisher?
been in bad health for a while.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
But I like Liev Schreiber, so
Bit of a Zionist.
I'm
but,
okay
yeah.
with. I was about to say I was sad to find that out, but
Yeah.
prior to finding that out, I was obviously love Ray Donovan. Ray Donovan is one of my favorite shows. But yeah. Last question. Didact 3. Hi, gents. I really liked what we saw of the Halo remake, though I have questions regarding how the reception of it will be now that we know it's only the campaign. Even if it's the perfect remake, reviews will absolutely complain that it doesn't have it. Will that affect pricing? I think it's a sign of the future and that Halo projects going forward are not going to ship with both single player and multiplayer, especially now that the multiplayer is expected to be free to play. P.S. I really hope they tease Halo 7 in the remake somehow.
Like with 2 anniversary when they had the cutscenes from setting up 5 in them was cool.
You know what Halo Studios should do, Direct 3? Whatever the fuck they want. You know why? Halo Infinite had multiplayer. Didn't stop people from fucking bitching and complaining. Oh, it's got multiplayer, but it's not any good. Wait, it doesn't have Forge. Oh, wait, it doesn't. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Because people are going to bitch and complain no matter what. If it's got multiplayer, they'll complain it doesn't have something else. If it has multiplayer, they'll complain the multiplayer is not what they want it to fucking be. If it has... Just do whatever the fuck you want. You don't want to put multiplayer in it? Don't. You want to charge $80 for a single player only? Do it. Fuck everyone. Seriously.
Punished, Nick.
How long before Microsoft finally listens to me and says fuck everyone and just does whatever the fuck they want to do?
Never.
They kind of are.
They'll never publicly
Why?
be like that.
They're like, yeah, we're just going to put games everywhere. Fuck it.
Yeah, no, they can't.
You agree with that, Nick?
Embrace being the asshole. Just embrace it, because everyone sees you as the asshole anyway. So embrace it.
They did
Be
for
the
the
heel.
majority of their existence, and it really hurt them as a company. Almost to the point where they were almost
To who?
broken up.
To who?
To every government on the planet.
Yeah, but that's in relation to Windows and Office and Teams and all that shit, not in video games.
The thought of it being a possibility had the CMA completely lose their shit and the FTC go after them and stuff like that. And they weren't even doing anything then. If they did try, it wouldn't work.
That's where I wish they were more like Apple and just told regulators and governments to get fucked.
It's not working great for Apple lately either, or Google.
Whatever.
You can buy out our
Alright.
government, but the other ones you can't.
That is all of the community questions in a rather lengthy show, but not surprising considering all of the...
There's a lot. We played a lot, and there was a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
They're not going to split their multiplayer base. They're not going to split it further.
I would think they have a multiplayer game. They have a campaign. They have offshoots. They're not all in the same package anymore. The multiplayer game has Forge. It's their user-generated content and multiplayer game. It's its own thing.
They definitely need to have a free-to-play multiplayer platform that Halo is going forward. If it's not going to be Master Chief Collection, if Master Chief Collection is going to be this beautiful, perfect little time capsule of what Halo was, so for all the whiny babies, I don't want Sprint, then stick to Master
They
Chief
whine
Collection.
about Master Chief Collection because it's got silly skins in it. They
What
do.
silly skins?
It does. It's got like colorful skins and animated skins and stuff. Also,
So
we
don't
didn't
use
mention
those
it.
skins.
Doesn't matter. The fact that they exist, they can't handle it. The little babies. Fallout had a Fallout day. They talked about Fallout a lot, and at the end, Todd said, "Don't worry, we're making new Fallout games." So much,
Cool.
as he could. As in, don't worry, all you folks who want a Fallout game. Can't say anything else. Wink, wink.
All I'm saying is that I'm okay with Halo going forward being Master Chief Collection as your time capsule and this beautiful, perfect vision of what Halo was. You've got the new future of multiplayer being a free-to-play platform a la Fortnite, a la Warzone, whatever. And that can change on the go and evolve on the go depending on what the main game is doing. And then you've got whatever the single-player game is going forward. Halo 7, Halo Infinite 2, whatever it is. I'm fine with that. So a three-prong approach. A Triforce, if you will.
Sounds good.
I'm okay
All
with
right.
it.
Big thank you to
That's
everybody
it.
for hanging out with us for today.
That's the end of the show.
As a reminder for our patrons, we are going to dive into our Discord and just have a little chinwag with you guys.
There'll be a link.
chit-chat.
There'll be a link on Patreon. I'll get it up real quick for a stream, an unlisted stream.
Thank you to all the people that hung around. We've still got 230, which I think is amazing.
Phenomenal.
So thank you to all those who continued to hang around even into community questions. Thank you to BT Maverick for recommending and pointing out that Pumpkin Jack is only $4 on CD Keys, which I now own. Thank you to the Super Chatter who asked about Cody Bishop, who asked about Halloween-specific games, which led to me acquiring
Can I
Jack.
just check, Nick? Is next week's episode going to be called Pumpkin Jack?
I think it should be.
Episode 287 Pumpkin Jack.
I think 287 should be called Pumpkin Jack.
Nick. Pumpkin Nick. That's what it's going to be.
And the whole "What have we been playing" section will be. I think you two should also buy Pumpkin Jack, and we all play it and discuss at length. And it can be a live review, an XboxEra combined live review between me, Jesse, and John. Jesse, John, and I of Pumpkin Jack. And I'll try and reach out to the developer, who is also named Nicholas. Say, bro, watch our episode next week. It's dedicated to your game. It is dedicated to your game. You know those 3 sales you just got? That was us. We're going to talk about your game on our show, reviewed live.
Madness.
Shout out to Pumpkin Jack.
Ciao for now, everyone.
Ciao for now.